It's called The Modern, brand new, a week old. It's in the Museum of Modern Art.
New restaurant?
It's a new restaurant called The Modern. Very nice.
Right in the museum?
Right in that area.
That's classy.
Yeah. The Modern, Robin.
The Modern.
The Modern.
Very nice. Beautiful building, too.
Did you talk about the gates over wine?
It might have come up that we hated it.
When did they do the unveiling? On Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Okay.
9 o'clock. 9 a.m. Boom. Place was packed. Crazy.
I went to a great restaurant in Hoboken, New Jersey called Lua, L-U-A. It was like very romantic, right on the Hudson River.
Really?
Had a little fish.
Was it good?
You know, it was great.
I never trust you with food because you're a fat guy. And like a lot of fat guys
I have
want big portions, but not good food.
This was like, you know what I was doing? And this is, you're going to make fun of me for this, but I was trying to do the Friday during Lent thing.
What do you mean?
Why?
No meat. Sometimes I get guilted into it by certain people in my family.
Your mother?
Maybe some
You
cousins.
didn't go get ashes.
No, I didn't do that. I would never. But I have some cousins who were way into it. So we went to this place, Lua, and they have a lot of good fish there. So I got all fish, and it
You don't even
great.
like fish.
Actually, I like grilled tuna. I've gotten into that. Like
everybody I know has one religious thing they do, even if they're not religious.
Yeah, and I feel like at the end I feel stupid.
I know.
Like, it's like
I dropped all of it. I don't do any of it.
I don't do anything.
Me neither. For a while, I used to go to temple on 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗱.
Right.
Thinking like that'll be my thing.
Right.
And I went, why am I going? I don't know.
I have one thing.
Because they told me when I was a kid God would punish me if I didn't go.
Yeah.
And
Seems like he's punished you pretty much anyway.
It doesn't look like he gave me any great. I'm having a hard time looking at Gary because I'm so mad at him. But I'm really not mad at you. I just was upset with the situation. I understand. I got so upset with him this morning.
But he was really trying to protect you.
It is Robin Radzinski, our producer, our television executive producer's birthday today. And I went out yesterday, I bought her a card, and I wrote her something personal. And my problem is, I wanted to hand it to her today. I wanted to give it to her, my card. So I put it on my console. That would remind me, because she comes in late. She comes in like 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I'll forget. I didn't want to leave it up to someone else to give it to her. And so I put it on the console, and I wrote Robin on it. So Booey comes in. Booey comes in, he sees this card on the console, takes it, sees the name Robin, takes it off my console, and gives it to you.
Right.
It wasn't even for you.
But he goes through this whole thing. See, the part you don't know is he goes through this whole thing with me. He says, you know what? Here's the thing for you. And you know what? I really want to know who gave it to you because I've been trying to keep people from leaving things on our console. And I think it's this one person. People got me so worked up. I said, oh, well, I'll tell you who it is right now. So I opened it.
Howard, people come into the studio all the time.
Who was the person?
You.
Yeah.
But so I
have a card. And you know what? Care. No, I'm venting. I have this card, and I went, you know what? Probably nobody remembers it's Robin Radzinski's birthday.
I certainly didn't know that.
Right. And I said, you know what? I want extra brownie points because I made the point of remembering her birthday, and I don't really want to share that information with anyone because I want to be the only one who remembers her birthday.
Right.
It's nice of you to admit that, by the way.
Yeah, I'm completely shallow, and I really want to be the one.
I want to be the hero.
I want to be the hero. Because now everyone's running out and getting their card. You know what I mean? It's like Amos, you know? It's like, hey, he's gone to a good thing. I'll rip it off. So I was like really proud of myself that I remembered it was Robin Radzinski's birthday on February 14th, which is Valentine's Day.
I have to remember that. I didn't realize it's actually February 14th.
Yeah, and by the way, happy Valentine's Day, my darling.
Thank you, and same to you.
Yeah. I was actually talking to Fred, but...
Oh, sorry.
Card. You got your card.
I didn't know you called him my darling.
Well, I do. You see, that's the thing you're unaware of. So busy with your TV show, you don't even know what's going on. So I was like really proud of myself that I have this card.
Yeah, it's great.
I went out yesterday. I bought the card myself, picked it out for her.
Card.
Which I never do.
And I looked at it and went, happy birthday. It's not my birthday.
Yeah, it's my birthday. So I said, I'll put it on the console. I won't forget because I'll stare at it during the show.
Right.
and I'll give it to her.
You never put anything on the console. That's the funny thing.
Because I said I'm not going to give this to someone else to give to her because then they're going to be
and
wise.
he would have forgotten maybe if it was inside his briefcase.
I was so proud of myself with this card, and I went out shopping yesterday, and I made a point of getting it. I mean, I really went to a store and sat there and picked her birthday card.
Stationery.
Yeah, and I wrote something. Wrote her a personal note.
Because all I did was look down to see who it was, and I was like, this is Howard.
Baba Booey takes it off the console, gives it to Robin Quivers. Robin Quivers opens it up. I say, and then Gary walks in and goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Wolf."
I might not have opened it immediately, even
I know.
if he hadn't made such an issue.
So I go, Gary, go. He must have gone into shock because I go, Gary, go get that card before Robin opens it. He goes, oh.
He knew I had opened it.
No, I told him. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, but
I didn't lie to you.
Well, go get me the card. Now I felt really violated. I go, who asked you to touch anything on my console? Ask me first.
But now do you know why?
It's an envelope.
Can I explain to you why I didn't ask you at least?
I understand now. I'm calm.
People leave stuff on your console all the time, which makes you crazy. Who's been in my studio over the weekend?
All right.
Well, I'm just explaining to the audience. I know you get it.
Where can I leave my things so that I can be reminded?
15 years, you've never put anything personal up on the console. Who would know? It looked like somebody was in here over the weekend. Because I know you've come in.
Anyway, I just went, wait, what is
Well, that was the part. Can I just say, that was the weird part.
That's why I was going to blow up, and I just said everyone out.
Well,
I didn't want to blow up.
And that's the weird part, because, listen, I've been with you for a long time. Stuff happens. You can't be with somebody for 20 years and not.
I didn't want to blow up.
But Richard and Sal and Dan, they're traumatized. You know what I mean? Like I know,
wake up.
I know it'll blow over, but we all walked out and they were all like, "Oh my God!" I'm like, "Yeah, it's Monday. Don't worry."
No, I mean, I don't mean. In fact,
no,
I don't like busting your balls in front of them because you're their boss and everything. So
it's fine.
I was like, I'm about to blow.
Well, you kicked the door when you were leaving. I thought you had broken your foot.
Well, because you know what it is? All morning long I'm going crazy from this card. Where do I put it so I remember to give it to Robin Radzinski? Where do I do with it? I'm driving myself insane. And I don't want anyone to know because I want to be a hero.
See, that's where people leave junk for you when you come in or for Robin.
I understand that. Well, now you'll know. That's my spot.
He might have left something there.
Because I could have asked you about it, and had I asked you about it, you might have blown up and said, who the hell comes in here?
So Robin opened up the car. Now it's all ripped open.
It is, and I feel so bad.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Can't you find another envelope somewhere?
That's the envelope that comes with it.
I know, but
it's a beautiful envelope.
You could go somewhere and match it.
Yeah, now I'll spend all day matching it. I love Robin, but I'm not that. She's not that important. I'm going to go match the envelope.
So anyway, the point I came here to make, you were talking about Ash Wednesday. Did you happen to see...
Oh, wait, I'm not done with you.
Oh, you're not?
No, wait a second.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I don't know. I thought you were done.
Wednesday. I was so mad. And then I felt bad afterwards that I mishandled the situation like I should have been a better man and just said, it's all right, Gary.
Well, maybe you should have asked me. You didn't. You could still be mad if you asked me to know the facts. I understand.
I understood everything that happened.
Did you understand it?
I was not angry. I was angry at the situation.
Okay. Right. He had done all this preparation and now it's ruined.
And I took the card yesterday. I put it in my book. I said, I got to remember to bring this. I'm holding it the whole morning coming in here. I'm sticking it in my pants. I'm putting it out. I don't know. I want to just give her this card in person. It became important to me. And I'm now not going to do this anymore. No more cards. I swear to God, it just went horribly wrong. And Baba Booey got his hands on my card, and it's ripped open.
And you know what? Here's the best part. She's not even here today. So
here's the best part, Gary.
No, I'm saying
that's the best part, that she's not even here today.
You can give it to her tomorrow, and nobody will know it was ever opened.
Oh, so why don't you go find me an envelope?
I will.
Yeah, go find me.
Absolutely. Howard, I can find you an envelope in 10 minutes.
Yeah, not a white envelope.
I know what you need. It's purple, lavender, whatever the hell key thing you got there.
Yeah.
No, I'll find you an envelope.
Good. That's your job today.
Okay. Give me the dimensions.
All right. Instead of talking about Ash Wednesday, go find me an envelope.
Well, there's nothing open now.
So it's not 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I said, well, it'll take 10 minutes when they're open.
Whenever you're ready. Whenever it's convenient for you. I tell you, I just wanted to do something nice.
But is it completely lost on you that I was trying to protect
But now
you?
it's like, I didn't even want to make a big deal about it.
Did you hear my question?
No, it's lost because I didn't want to make it a big deal, the card. I just wanted to hand it to her, not have it be a whole thing. Now everyone, the whole world
there'll
knows.
be an avalanche of cards with yours tomorrow.
Right.
Which it was going to be anyway, because she's not into that.
Nobody would have known if he had. Did you know?
I would have been the only one to give her a card. Now everyone's going to run out.
I got to tell you, I know it's her birthday tomorrow, and I'm still not getting her a card.
Right, good. If anyone gets her a card, they're fired.
I'm getting her a card.
You're fired. Baba Booey. You see what I go through? I'm trying so hard.
Tripped up at every turn.
Every minute those. I'm watching that red carpet yesterday. You talk about things pissing me off. John Paul Jones from Led Zeppelin, great bass player. He's standing there talking to Kathy Griffin. She has no clue how great the guy is, who he is in the history of music, and she's just asking him one dumb question after another. She's like, doesn't it make you mad that Lindsay Lohan's dress is the same as that? And I'm like,
poor man.
I'm like, the guy's in Led Zeppelin. Ask him a question.
By the way, did you see Jimmy Page?
Oh my God!
Jimmy Page looks like an accountant.
And he's jumping up and down. He's so excited to be anywhere anymore.
Yeah. He's not the cool Jimmy Page we know. He's not the guy who worshipped the Satan.
And they didn't even come to award shows.
Alistair, whatever that guy is, Crowley.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, were the Stones and Zeppelin ever at award shows in the 70s?
No.
Now he's like waving to the camera.
You know what was the worst? They get the whole... whoever was a celebrity there, they get them up on the stage at the end to sing that great Beatles song, Across the Universe, one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
Each person, whenever they get multiple people together to sing, it's always a horror.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing.
You got that? Because I didn't hear it.
I'll give you some of that. It's a tsunami relief, whatever.
Right, everybody's going to give.
That. So first is Bono. This is a great song by the Beatles. But one person sounds worse than the next.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it was great from this rendition.
They got Bono, Stevie Wonder, Norah Jones, Brian Wilson, Alicia Keys, Scott Weiland from Stone Temple Pilots, Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day, Tim McGraw, and Steven Tyler on stage. You couldn't get one. Think we should animate Baba Booey giving you my card that I have for emergency?
Yes, definitely. It was really funny.
Both? Can't get Both's attention. I see something on the console. What I do with it?
I'm going to take matters into my own hands.
For once, I'm going to be a self-starter and do something on my own. I see a big purple envelope, and it's making me angry.
If you make your own decisions, sometimes you make mistakes.
I'll make a mistake, but I'm going to be a self-starter. Hey, Robin, I'm angry. Whose envelope is this?
I need to know who that is.
Open it now.
I really need to know.
Gary, if you just asked me, you check with me first.
And then if I check with you and it was something...
Please.
Wait, hold on, let me finish.
So?
If I check with you and it was something that didn't belong there, you'd get angry. So I was trying to spare you.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
I wouldn't.
Howard, you have come in here and thrown fits over who the hell is in my studio.
Well, that upsets me.
Right, so I was trying to pass that by, not to upset you first thing in the morning. Of course, I obviously failed. But I was trying to not upset you first thing in the morning.
Why are you still here not looking for a purple envelope? They should all gone home.
Is this a song that they're, releasing?
No, I hope not.
How could they release it?
I don't know.
It's a train wreck.
Man, that is...
It ruins careers, the song.
Yeah.
That's worse than the Gates.
Yeah.
They put it out on iTunes for people to download.
Oh.
How many people downloaded it? 3?
I don't know.
It's a great song, too.
Yeah, it was a deaf school. Download.
All right, I got to take a break. Nothing's going to change your world, but you could take some singing lessons. That might change your world.
Yeah, you got to play that Southern rock tribute with those guys because they can't sing.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Hello?
Hello, can I speak to Mark Harris, please?
Yes, who's calling?
Mark, it's me, Dave. How are you? Now, I understand you were on Larry King, and you want to be on the show, possibly.
What is your show?
The Late Show. I'm David Letterman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
all
not
right.
clear. Yeah, hi, David.
How are
it's a
you?
pleasure to talk to you.
That's
and,
good.
I appreciate and thank you for the call.
No problem.
So So I would love it anytime.
All right. So now, what do you think you'd be able to come on, and what would you like to talk about and do?
Well, right now I have a few things. For example, I propose to Rudy Giuliani right now to underwrite war bonds, being he owns Ernst & Young,
Yeah.
to go ahead with the images of 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄. As you know, the patriot she is.
Right.
Let her live in perpetuity, and let this country become united.
I see.
She was. That's very genuine, important to me for this country. That's number one. Now we're placing Howard Stern with Infinity, my agents, right on top of it, and Andrew Dice Clay has agreed to be my duo.
right.
And the name of the show is Famous and Andy.
All right. I was going to ask you. Now you're familiar with my show, you know,
Yes.
and we'll try to have you on as soon as possible. But would you be interested? I can
more
see
than
if we can do something for you.
More than interested. Whatever you want.
All right. Well, listen. Let me run this by the powers that be.
Go ahead.
And we'll see what we can do. Listen, we'll call you back. We
Okay.
got your number, and I'll let you go.
Oh, sure. Go right ahead.
All right.
Thanks, Dave. Hello?
Yeah, Mark.
Yes.
It's Dave again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There was a couple of things I want to run by you here
Yeah.
first, real quick, and I appreciate your time.
Go ahead.
You know Paul Schaefer, my band leader, don't you?
Sure.
Paul's a big fan of you, and
Oh, thanks.
he's mentioned you a couple of times to me.
Yeah.
Now, Paul and I had this idea that we do a bit on the show,
Yeah.
where I give you a grumpy munchkin,
A
And-
grumpy munchkin.
while Paul checks you for hemorrhoids. And,
No.
what do you think?
No. I
You don't
think
want to do
not.
that?
No.
All right. Would you be willing to, kiss Paul Schaefer's ass?
Not exactly.
You don't find me attractive, do you?
Do I find you attractive?
Yeah.
I don't know. How big is your wallet?
How big is your by the way?
I wouldn't know. I haven't measured it. Do you want that in centimeters or inches?
Oh, yeah, put that in the email. Would you be willing to do a buttermilk bath with me on the air?
No.
Are you a power bottom or a power top?
Are you a pitch hitter?
No, I'm not a pitch hitter.
I hope not, because you got to be a catcher to go out with me.
Yeah, all right. Do you shave your ass hair?
No, someone does it for me.
There you go. And how many have you sucked in your life?
Never.
Attaboy. All right. Well, listen, I just wanted to say wish you good holidays. And how often do you off?
Well, you know something? It depends.
Yeah. Does a vagina repulse you?
No, I
All
think
right.
that's where my 4 children came
Well,
from.
there you go. How about if I you in the ass over here? Will that work?
Oh,
Man.
All right, there you go. A little Mark Harris fun.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
That's always fun.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Patriot and perpetuity. Let me just say those 2 words.
Rudy Giuliani's office, because he is now trading bonds.
Andrew Dice Clay is
Ernst &
agreed.
Young.
Ernst & Young. My agent's right on top of that.
We are going to be a duo. He's going to be my duo.
Yeah. I'd like to see where Dice agreed to that.
Famous and Andy.
Famous and Andy. Hi, you're on the air. This is Mark.
Hi, Howard.
Hey, Mark.
Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to say thanks for all the entertainment you've given me for the past 20 years. I'm glad you're moving because where I live, you don't really get FM reception. I have wires all over my room trying to pick you up. I only get it on good days. But thank you very much.
Where do you live?
New Jersey, down in the Pines. This is a certain area. I don't know why. With the cable TV, they used to have it for $4 a month. They had a plan where you could get it through the cable TV, but then they stopped doing that. So now I just have wires that I have to move here and there to get the reception in so I can hear you.
Well, shouldn't be a problem when we move, so.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And one other thing, Howard, you got to keep Ralph off. I've been listening 20 years, and he sucks, man.
I know people always say that. I think sometimes he calls him some good stuff. And he doesn't.
He adds things.
Yeah, and he doesn't call in like every day. I mean, it's like once in a while he's up and he calls in, and I don't know. He had some funny stuff the other day. Got us into something fun. I don't see it. I know I get, by the way, you're not alone. I get tons of hate mail about him. But I'm just taking the attitude that people hate him, but listen to, I don't know.
They love to hate
They love to hate him, maybe?
You know, he's all right once in a while, but, you know, keep it not too much.
Okay, I hear you. I don't see it, but I hear you.
All right, thanks, Howard.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hi, this is Steve.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, I'm just letting you know that I'm one of your disappointed DC fans that's kicked off at 10 o'clock every day now.
Yeah, they haven't really given a satisfactory answer to that.
Well, I mean, you realize why? I mean, basically what happened is they, 99.1 got kicked to Mexican music, and basically the guys that were the morning show over there came over to JFK, which then they cut Bill O'Reilly out. I guess Bill O'Reilly wanted to come back, so now they're splitting the midday up between Bill O'Reilly and the sports funkies that pretty much suck.
Oh, I see. All right. Well,
But regardless, I did find out that you can pretty much tune in to Baltimore's Live 105.7 and pick up your broadcast all the way to 11 in D.C.
oh, good. Okay. Well, there's some good news for people in Washington if they want to stick with the show past 10 o'clock. Listen to the Baltimore station, the FM station in Baltimore, if you're in that area. All right, thanks.
Pretty good.
All right, man. Cool. Thanks. Here's a guy, Ted. I got a letter from him. He basically outlined how he got fired from his job for listening to us at work. Hey, Ted.
Yeah.
Got your letter. Just wanted to say, I don't, most times I would tell you were crazy for keeping the show on at work, but...
What does he do?
Well, he works as a janitor at a local elementary school, but it was over the summer. And if I get this wrong, Ted, you tell me.
All right.
And it was over the summer.
Uh-huh.
So there were no kids in the classroom, right?
Yeah, there was nobody in the school at all.
Nobody in the school.
No one in the school whatsoever. So he's cleaning up, and he likes to listen to our show. And his supervisor came. And
Well, what happened was, like one of the days, the secretary came in while I was cleaning, just like get some stuff out, and then she left, and I think that's what happened.
Oh.
And then the next day, he told me not to listen to it, and then started a whole bunch of stuff. So.
yeah, so by the end of this story, I guess you were sick of it. How many times had he given you a warning not to listen to it?
Twice.
And that just burned you up, right? Because you were
Yeah, because, I hated the job anyway, and I was just like, if I can't listen to the show, I'm going to have no fun doing it anyway, so I had to get out of there.
By the way, getting one of those jobs as a janitor in a high school is so great. It is such good money, right?
Yeah, it is a lot of money. It's a lot of hours, too.
And you don't have to do anything. My friend used to do it as a summer job.
Yeah.
Piece of cake. And he goes, all the janitors used to have in the closets
Who
and
they have?
with each other, like female janitors and male janitors, right? Am I right?
I've never heard that.
Yeah, this guy said it was like a whole thing going on. Like the janitors, and they don't do any, like you got to keep the place neat, but you don't have to bust your balls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you got to clean out some toilets. That's about.
Well, we just had to paint all the walls pretty much.
Yeah. So
everything needed to be painted.
So your boss kept getting on your ass, and finally, tell everyone what you did.
Well, I turned up the radio one time, and he came back in, and he started yelling at me again, and he took the radio away that time. And so. And when he left, I just wrote stern rules on the wall and just walked out of school and walked home.
He painted it on the walls.
Yeah.
Well, Ted, I got your letter. I respond to it this way. I'm going to give you $500 cash. Not that I appreciate you
Trashing the school.
Trashing the school and defacing it, but just because it sounds like you had a rough time and you lost some income there. So,
oh, thank you very much.
It's $500 cash, courtesy of the movie Saw. Critics are calling Saw the creepiest horror movie since Seven. On DVD everywhere, February 15th, only from Lionsgate Entertainment. All right, so hold the line.
All right, thank you.
All right, that's Ted, who got fired for listening to us at work. And most times they say, like you're working in a store and stuff, you can't listen to it. Some people are, we polarize people, so. But this guy's sitting there alone in a school painting, for Christ's sakes. What?
Yeah, don't bust his balls.
Busting his balls. All right, here's a couple of things. Gary's wife, Baba Booey's wife, was driving the car, Mary, and she said she heard a spot we're running for like. But things have really changed. Tom would never take porno spots, but I guess business has been kind of off in the whole radio business, so now he's pretty much taking anything. Adam and Eve is running if you want to get into porno commercial.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So she said it's pretty funny. She goes, one of the things was when she's driving the kids around, once we go to commercial, she knows it's safe to leave it on.
Right.
She goes, now even during the commercial, she can't leave it on.
Be careful.
Yeah. Listen to this.
No time.
Do you have what it takes to be the next male and female adult film star for Adam and Eve?
Do you have what it takes?
Like, what is it?
Like, what would you need? Artie said bad acting.
No acting.
Bad acting and large genitals.
Right. I have both of those.
Yes, I do.
Productions. Reality X, the search for Adam and Eve, is looking for the hottest couple in the country who will win a prize contract with Adam and Eve Productions worth up to $250,000.
So listening for porno stars.
Yes, and boy, oh boy, guess what? You get to be a porn star if you win.
Yeah, you get paid, and you can have some film.
$50,000. Join your host, Adam and Eve contract star Carmen Luvana, and special celebrity judges at the open call audition.
Wow.
And what do you do at this audition?
You get $50,000 if you win. But, of course, they film you having sex.
Well, I guess you have to get it on in front of the judges, I guess.
No, you sing.
In New York, Las Vegas, Miami, and Tampa.
Calling all vagina.
Go to thesearchforadamandeve.com for locations, times, and more information. This Saturday, February 12th, open call auditions will take place at the AER Lounge in...
Remember when Tom was turning down Playboy?
Yeah, he wouldn't take a lingerie shop.
That was during the .com days. We were so packed with commercials. Now Tom's like, porno contest?
What sort of snuff film are you talking about? Is it tastefully done?
How illegal is it?
How big are the animals anyhow?
Last Wednesday was Ash Wednesday. There was some mad priest running around here in New York because he was putting the biggest, thickest freaking ashes on people's heads.
You're really smudging them up, huh?
And the cool thing about Ash Wednesday is like, it's just like Yom Kippur for the Jews. Like, you know, when you go to work and you see like 2 or 3 guys are out and you go, hey, I didn't know he was Jewish because, you know, they had like a weird last name. Like, you walk down the street, you go, I didn't know that guy was Catholic.
Or I didn't know he was religious.
I know, and the weirdest people, like, I remember when our sales manager, Eddie Moyer, used to come in with the big ashes all over his head. And I'd be like,
Mr. Party Central.
Yeah, he was like the party animal of all time, Eddie.
And then he'd come with that big smudge on his head.
Well,
yeah.
You talking about it, you reminded me of my favorite Ash Wednesday story ever.
Which is?
My bookie used to get it done.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Now listen.
Yeah, I mean, that's funny because I always.
Right.
You know what it is? Like Gary said, he went to Catholic school. And the nun would just like say to him, if you don't get ashes on your head, you're going to go right to hell. You're going to burn in eternity. Yeah. And I'm like, that's so weird. Like, nuns are the angriest people. Like, what do they do? Like instead of saying, listen, this is a beautiful tradition.
I do it because I think it's a lovely thing.
And it gives me a feeling. It's like they yell at you.
No, they're just angry people.
They scare the crap out of little kids. I mean, where else would you send your kid to be terrorized like that?
But listen, this bookie story is once a week we'd go to the McDonald's to meet the middleman and either collect or give him money. Mostly it was giving him money. Me and my buddy would go because we were afraid, like we didn't know something would happen, so 2 of us would go. So a couple of weeks leading up to this one time we went, our one friend figured out a way to rip off the bookie. Hockey games, he figured out that every once in a while there was a hockey game that was played in the afternoon. Not at night. But all the hockey games just listed in the paper as being that day, like Rangers, Islanders, whatever.
Right.
And he would put the bets in at 6 o'clock, and the bookie would just see all the games listed. So he figured out a way to bet on 2 hockey games that already happened.
Right.
Okay?
Nice.
So he would
I'll put $10 million on that.
Right, so listen, so he called in at 6 o'clock, and he would put in bet, and he was a stupid thief because
he bet too much money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like 60 times was a big bet for us. He would put put in 60-time parlays on the 2 games that happened. He parlayed it to him.
Wow.
So he'd connect them. So the bookie eventually found out. And goes ballistic. So one day we go to the McDonald's to meet the book. All right. Now, not to meet the bookie, the middleman we always met.
Right.
We get a call from the middleman. He goes, "I'm not coming this time." I go, who's coming? He goes, and he said the guy's name. I'm afraid to say his name. He goes, "The bookie's coming." I go, well, and me and my buddy are like, holy Christ. He goes, "Why?" He goes, "He's completely pissed off at what, Anthony's doing, like this kid." He goes, he found out about him. We're like, "What's he doing?" He explained to us. We're like, oh my God. And this is after he did it like 4 weeks in a row. So he ripped the guy off for like $3,000. So
do it once.
We gotta go, and we're expecting to pick up all this money for this kid who's ripping him off, and he's like, he's not gonna have the money. And he's going to be you're going to get yelled at. Just be prepared to get yelled at.
Right.
So we don't know. We didn't want to not show up. So we go to the McDonald's, and we never met the guy. He tells us the guy looks like he's like 51 years old. He's overweight. He's bald. And he goes, "Come here, sit down." And we sit in the corner table at McDonald's. We get like quarter pounders with cheese. He gives us the money we won. We had won money. He goes, "You tell your buddy if he puts one more 60-time parlay in on a hockey game, I'm going to rip his throat out. I'm going to find his kids. If he's got kids, I'm going to find his cousin." And we had to look down because the entire time he's yelling at us, he's got a big ash. He's got a big cross. And then we realized it's Ash Wednesday.
Oh, my goodness. Well, that's what you love.
He went to the church for ashes, and he's screaming. He telling us he's going to kill my friend's kids. He said if he puts in one more 60-time parlay, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill his mother. And in McDonald's is that big neon light. Like, it hits you like we put our head down. We couldn't stop giggling. He's got an enormous ash that he just got. He's talking about illegal gambling. He's talking about
and murder.
He's talking about a 60-time parlay on Oxford. Religion.
I can't stop her.
I can just see this guy's wife making him go to get hashes, and he's like, "I gotta drive to Jersey and see
I'm
it."
going to have a heart attack.
So on the way to you, he stopped at the church.
On the way, we're with his wife and nagging him, and he finds out that these 2 little jerk-off kids are ripping him off.
It's like in all those mafia movies.
Yeah.
All those dudes are always at church, with the kids.
Well, the Godfather scene where they're baptizing Mike's kidneys, having all the other guys.
Right, everybody's being rubbed out.
Howard, when we got in the parking lot, we wet our pants laughing. He had an enormous ash with a cross.
But when you see people with those ashes on
screaming
their
about
head,
murder.
Don't you feel like they're? I mean, I don't mean to be disrespectful. Don't you feel like they're the dumbest people in the world? Like as little kids, they got the crap scared out of them, and now they're afraid not to get their ashes.
Yeah,
especially when it's somebody you know, and you like deal with them, and you say, "Oh, this is a reasonable human being," and
well,
all of a sudden they've got that on their head.
I got to tell you, like I've been with my agent, I don't know how many years, but like if he walked in with ashes on his head, I'd fire him. You know what I mean? I'd be just like, get out of here.
It's not a guy who's well
to you.
Yeah, I mean, wait, when did you go berserk?
It's a sucker.
But but Howard, as kids, they scared the living crap out of you. And I remember, like, my parents weren't that religious. And one year, I think my mother packed me a bologna sandwich when you're supposed to not be eating meat. And there's no option. Like, if you accidentally take a bite of the bologna sandwich, this woman made me feel like we'd all go to hell forever. And they would tell you the stuff that would happen. You're going to go to hell. You're going to burn. Your soul's going to be lost.
So mean.
And you're like, I just accidentally ate a bologna sandwich.
Right.
I'm really sorry.
But that nun that whacked you around.
Oh, man.
What was the offense there?
It was, you know what? I still get crazy telling the story. It was the morning of my communion, right? All the parents are upstairs in the church. All the kids are in the basement getting ready to go, right? Like 70 kids, 100 kids or whatever. So all the boys are in their suits, and they all have to wear a carnation.
Right.
So the nun tells us all to come up one at a time to get our carnation. Get my carnation. When I go to sit down, the guy behind me, who was like the wisest of the class, takes the straight pin and jabs me in the ass. Being a goofball. Right. So I went, whoa! So the nun, her name was Sister Barbara, but we called her Sister Boogie because she used to pick her nose like you couldn't believe. Her finger was constantly up the nose, and everybody knew her as Sister Boogie.
Sister Boogie.
So Sister Boogie goes, "You." She didn't even know my name, because I only went there once a week. She goes, "You, up here right now." I go right to the front. She grabs my hair and ear by one side and just starts open slapping me like a dozen times. Boom, boom, boom.
On the face of the
Oh, the face, the head, the eyes, the whole thing. I mean, she beat the crap out of me.
And then what'd she say to you?
She goes, "Go sit back down." I'm like woozy.
Yeah, sit down.
I'm like a fighter. And I said, 2 seconds later, we go upstairs. I'm crying my eyes out. There's definitely red marks on the back of my neck from where she hit me.
She whacked you open hand. Huh?
Like a lot. She slapped me. It's exactly what she
but
did.
nuns are like the angriest people. It's like there's no love in their heart.
No.
Absolutely not. They're heinous.
How do you take a little kid and beat him across the head like that?
Every nun I ever met when I was back that way was like, "Fear us or we will kill you."
Well, how do you tell a human being that one of the rules in life is they can't get laid?
Look at some of them.
Yeah.
They weren't going to get laid anyway.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they could pay a guy or something.
Yeah. Here's Richie from me with some sort of story.
Dude, I went to a Catholic grammar school from kindergarten to 8th grade. The nuns back in the 70s would punch you in the face if you did anything wrong. We had a nun, I mean, she had to be about 4 feet tall.
Yeah.
And we used to walk around slap each other in the nuts as a joke, and she caught us doing it. She pushed us up against the locker and goes, "You like doing that?" And boom, boom, boom. She was hitting us in the crotch.
Oh,
She punched you in the
Yeah,
nuts?
she punched all of us.
Come here, I'm going to punch you in the nuts, son.
And then they would grab you by your sideburns, which hurts, and they would drag you all the way down the hole by your sideburns.
Wow, they're angry.
And back then, they can get away with it.
Yeah.
But your parents paid for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No wonder nobody's into religion.
You know my friend Frank, right? My buddy Frank.
Yeah.
He was in Catholic school, and he got thrown out in 5th grade because the nun got him up against the locker, started beating the crap out of him. He punched her right in the stomach.
He did?
Yeah, he punched her right in the
You know
stomach.
what? Good for him.
But she was killing him.
Yeah.
You know,
good for him.
It was
Who the hell is she?
self-defense.
You know, it's
Some
a great
angry witch.
You remember when Woody Allen was really funny, the movie Take the Money and Run?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so they're interviewing his parents about why he became an arch criminal, and they're in the Groucho Marx.
Yeah, that was good.
And the guy goes, "Why do you think he became a criminal?" And the father goes, "I don't know. I tried to beat God into him." I swear I tried to beat God into him. Whatever.
I want to change the topic, but I see Bobo has horror stories from Catholic school. Do we really want to go into it with Bobo?
Bobo's
You know
horror stories?
You know he's a bad storyteller.
Yeah, he'll ruin the whole conversation.
Bobo.
Hey, how you doing there, Howard? Oh, it's frightening, I'm telling you. They used to always smack you on the wrist if you didn't know an answer. And I remember she asked me, she says, "What did Noah build?" I don't know. I said, "He built a house." And she got all upset, and she used to smack me constantly on the wrist with this, this ruler. She was a pinter. She was probably about 3 feet tall.
I told you he'd be a bad story.
But you know how the weird thing.
Shouldn't have gone there.
You know, if you said Noah built a house, I would have hit you too.
Yeah. The weird thing is I went to.
How do you not know Noah built an ark, you moron?
Hey, what do you want? I was a little kid.
See, I went to public school. I only went to catechism once a week.
I'd beat him too.
I hit you too.
You know what? We want to hit you now.
Bobo, come on down. We want to give you something.
I'm gonna smack you with a ruler.
Noah built a condo, sister. All right, I got to play a couple of tapes. First of all, guess who's back? Hate Man.
Yes.
Oh, where's he been?
I don't know.
Someone got paroled.
Did you want to say something? Hate Man's back.
Yeah, you know what? You're probably right, Artie. He probably was in jail.
No.
That friggin' story is the funniest story I ever heard, Artie.
I remember that when you were talking. We were, oh God, we laugh. Whenever I see the kid I was with, we just can't stop laughing. Still to this day.
Hate Man. I don't know where he's been. I think he's been working on tsunami relief.
Little chance of that happening.
I think he wrote the song on 97.1.
Yeah.
Miss Jones.
There you go. He was suspended.
He was in Iraq. So here's Hate Man talking about the Grammys. I haven't even heard the whole thing.
All right.
How you doing? This is Hate Man. I just called to say, hey, Robin, how you doing, baby? You're my fine little monkey. Remember me? Remember me? Maybe you remember this. Monkey, 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 monkey. I love you so much, Monkey. Now let me give you my recap on the Grammy Awards. There we were with Gwen Stefani with her dancing chinks and the big fat pig, Queen Latifah. And then Alicia Keys, why doesn't she stand up and be white instead of being a monkey bucket? And then you have Jamie Foxx, stop it with the Ray Charles BS. Although he did a good number, him and Alicia Keys, it was pretty good. Then you got J-Lo and Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony looks like Mickey Mouse on heroin, you junkie bastards! And then you got Melissa Etheridge, who did a dynamite job. The best job of the night was Melissa Etheridge and Josh Stone. Even though Melissa Etheridge looks like Uncle Fester! And then you got Smug Usher and that jerk off Kanye West. They didn't win Record of the Year or Album of the Year, which was dynamite. And the rest of them can all leave me. Like me. Robin, I love you so much, you little monkey. Oh, you little chimpanzee bastard. I love you so much, you monkey. Goodbye, monkey. Monkey!
Wow.
Hello?
Hello, can I speak to Mark Harris, please?
Yes, who's calling?
Mark, it's me, Dave. How are you? Now, I understand you were on Larry King, and you want to be on the show, possibly.
What is your show?
The Late Show. I'm David Letterman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
all right.
Clear. Yeah, hi, David.
How are you?
It's a pleasure to talk to you.
That's
and,
good.
I appreciate and thank you for the call.
No problem.
So, I would love it any time.
All right. So now, what do you think you'd be able to come on, and what would you like to talk about and do?
Well, right now, I have a few things. For example, I propose to Rudy Giuliani right now to underwrite war bonds, being he owns Ernst & Young, to go ahead with the images of Martha Ray. As you know, the patriot she is.
Right.
Let her live in perpetuity, and let this country become united.
I see.
That's very genuine important to me for this country. That's number one. Now replacing Howard Stern with Infinity, my agent's right on top of it, and Andrew Dice Clay has agreed to be my duo.
Right.
And the name of the show is Famous and Andy.
All right, I was going to ask you. Now you're familiar with my show, you know.
Yes.
And we'll try to have you on as soon as possible. But would you be interested? I can see if we can do something for you.
More than interested. Whatever you want.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen. Let me run this by the powers that be.
Go ahead.
And we'll see what we can do. Listen, we'll call you back.
Okay.
We got your number, and I'll let you go.
Oh, sure. Go right ahead.
All right.
Thanks, Dave. Hello?
Yeah, Mark?
Yes.
It's Dave again. I'm sorry, there was a couple of things I want to run by you here first, real quick, and I appreciate your time.
Go ahead.
You know Paul Schaefer, my band leader, don't you?
Sure.
Paul's a big fan of you, and, he's mentioned you a couple of times to me.
Yeah.
Now, Paul and I had this idea that we do a bit on the show where I give you a grumpy munchkin.
Grumpy munchkin.
While Paul checks you for hemorrhoids. And,
No.
What do you think?
No.
You don't want to do that?
No.
All right. Would you be willing to, kiss Paul Schaefer's ass?
Not exactly.
You don't find me attractive, do you?
Do I find you attractive?
Yeah.
I don't know. How big is your wallet?
How big is your by the way?
I wouldn't know. I haven't measured it. Do you want that in centimeters or inches?
Oh, yeah. Put that in the email. Would you be willing to do a buttermilk bath with me on the air?
No.
Are you a power bottom or a power top?
Are you a pitch hitter?
No, I'm not a pitch hitter.
I hope not, because you got to be a catcher to go out with me.
Yeah, all right. Do you shave your ass hair?
No, someone does it for me.
There you go. And how many have you sucked in your life?
Never.
Attaboy. All right. Well, listen, I just wanted to say wish you good holidays. And how often do you off?
Well, you know something, it depends.
Yeah. Does a vagina repulse you?
No, I think that's where my 4 children came from.
Well, there you go. How about if I you in the ass over here? Would that work?
Oh.
Man.
This is her special song.
It's very anthem-like.
I love this.
Yes, Sweet and Brown. What was it? Sweet and Brown.
Woman strong.
Woman strong. That's like, hear me now, woman roar. La da 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 da. Wow. Anyway, so people are sending in their entries. We're getting plenty. But get yours in. Get yours in.
For what, May 6th?
One guy worked in your father's hands molesting you.
Oh, stop it.
High colonics, horses, hair extensions, big breasts, torturing the interns, and the British accent.
He got in everything.
Everything. But you know what, Robin? No time for your contest. We had a listener call us yesterday, or 2 days ago, and he said that his teeth were bigger than Gary's.
All right.
I said, well, let's have a little contest. Gary says he's talked to the guy on the phone a couple of times.
Have you seen him, Gary?
No.
Good.
Gary thinks the guy's retarded.
Well, he talks sort of funny, and he keeps asking me...
It could be just the big teeth.
...how long my teeth are, or it could be a great practical joke by you guys. I never know.
No, this is not a practical joke.
But it could be.
It's not. Guy called in on the air. Maybe I could have arranged that, but I didn't. Seriously.
Yeah, no,
I just thought it was funny. All right, bring in the dude. Let's take a look.
He wanted to know how long my teeth were, because he wanted to know...
So you measured, you mean?
Yeah, like what they were from like the gum to the end of the tooth.
Oh. What are they from the gum
I've
to the end
never
of the tooth?
measured.
Why don't we measure? Get a ruler in here.
Where's a ruler?
Here he is. Wow, his teeth... wait a second. I think you got to run for your money. Hey, dude. Hey, come on, get close to that microphone. I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't want to do the measuring yet because we're going to have to measure officially, but your teeth are big.
Turn around. Let me see you.
And take off your hat so we can see your face.
Ugly face I got, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you got an ugly face. Let me see. You got zits and everything? Come here. Take off your hat so I can see what you look like.
It's not just the teeth, it's the beautiful complexion.
Let me see. Look at me. Let me see your face. Oh, man.
Acne, man.
They got a cure for that now.
Yeah, why don't you go get treatment?
Bad genetics, you know.
No, they got a cure for it.
Yeah.
It's called,
Accutane.
Accutane. The whole world is on it. Seriously. Either that or soap will take care of that.
No, I know 3 people who use it, and it's made a complete difference.
Do you know about Accutane?
No.
You go to one of these dermatologists, and they put you on it, and all that's gone, dude. How old are you?
I'm 19.
19?
Yeah.
You ever gotten laid?
Yeah.
Really? Well, there must be some pigs, right?
Well, nothing classy.
Nothing classy, right. Yeah, well, you get rid of that skin problem, and they can get rid of that. I wouldn't goof on you if I didn't know they could get rid of it. Get close to that microphone, man. You might.
Man.
Are you a little slow or anything?
No, I'm just nervous.
Oh, because Gary thought you were retarded.
No,
I thought he acted strange and a little slow.
No, because I was nervous. First time I was ever talking to Gary or anybody like that. You know.
I can tell you something.
Gary makes a lot of people nervous.
You know what it is? Your teeth are nicer than his.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're in your head.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. No, they are. I mean, he can get his lips over his teeth.
They're real. No.
And they're real, right? Your teeth are real. They look real.
Calves.
And Gary's are big, thick chiclets.
Teeth right here.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
His teeth are nice, this guy.
Oh, yeah.
No, they are.
Oh, Gary.
You're not talking about the way they are. You're talking about...
First of all, your lips are huge, Gary, and you can't even stretch your lips over your teeth.
And second of all, his teeth are white.
Now, they're not white, so I think the light makes them look white.
That's nothing I can do about that, Robin.
Keep it yellow.
They're yellow, usually?
Yeah, yellow.
You're a mess.
I wrote a book about my teeth, yellow like mine.
The OJ mask.
Yeah, you're checking out the OJ mask? Yeah, you like that.
Where's the ruler? Can we get one?
Yeah, we're going to get it. Here's a ruler. Well, Gary, let me measure your teeth first. But, you see, Gary's teeth are caps. And they're these big, thick chiclets. And I can't, and they look fake. Every tooth in his mouth looks fake.
Yeah.
And he has to keep wiping his tongue over them because they get dry.
Right.
This guy's got regular teeth. While they're big, they're kind of attractive, and they're in his head.
We're all right.
I mean, really. I mean, so Gary's got you beat in terms of goofy.
I'm looking at him from the side. He has a little trouble getting his lips over his teeth, too.
Yeah, no, I see what's going on.
Let me see.
I know it firsthand.
Right.
I know, it gets stuck when I talk. You know, they're like...
Yeah.
You get dry?
People laugh, you know, they're like, you know, let's say I'm talking to somebody, the person like next to him, like, you know, close to somebody else's ear.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, I know what they're doing already. You know?
They're whispering and goofing on you.
They're not whispering on me.
Right.
They probably do the worst, you know.
Right. Gary, what do you did you say you know what he's talking about?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I've been goofed on.
Right, but you know what he means when he can't get his lips over his teeth?
Well,
you're saying
now
it's
that
dry?
you guys pointed, I never knew I had any problems at all until I met you.
Right.
Maybe I was crazy. Maybe I was ignorant.
Right.
But now that you pointed it out, yeah.
Well, you told me all the kids in your school used to goof on you. Well, how could you not?
No, they goofed on the color, not the size.
Oh, well, I think it was everything.
I had trouble with the color, but not the size.
Right. So when you lick your teeth, when you lick with your tongue and you're constantly wetting them, are you saying that he has the same problem?
I don't think
you said you recognized a similar
but
problem.
I don't think it's the caps. I always had dry mouth.
You did.
I think it's just the size of the teeth.
Yeah,
I don't think the caps made it any different.
Do you, Marco? Do you have a dry mouth?
Nah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't see you.
He just said. You see, you can't even understand what Marco is saying.
Right.
When he's talking, because his teeth are exposed and they're so long and protruding, they dry out and his lip will get stuck to his teeth.
Yeah, now Gary has a move where he just goes, and he swipes them down and wets them. Do you have such a move, Marco?
No.
You do not. So what happens when your lip gets caught in your giant teeth?
Let's keep talking.
Just keep talking and eventually it moves.
I gotta repeat certain things over again.
Do you ever rip your upper lip on your dry teeth?
Nah.
No, I see.
That doesn't happen.
And, I guess people at home could relate to this in the sense that if you've ever tried to close a packed suitcase, that would be Gary and Marco every time they have to close their lips. Would that be accurate, guys?
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. Okay.
I think Fred once described it more accurately. Trying to pull the skin over a drum. That's what it is. It's tight. You got to push.
It takes a long time. Okay. Well, let's measure your teeth and find out once and for all. Marco, you say you have gotten girls even with your skin condition and big teeth.
Yeah, but not ugly girls,
Ugly girls.
Yeah.
Fat girls? Mostly?
Yeah, not good looking.
Really?
Mostly
that bad?
white girls, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
White, ugly girls?
Yeah, because they're like the Puerto Ricans or like Spanish and black girls are all like stuck up, All they want is money.
Yeah, right. They're looking for a rich guy.
Yeah, and like, white girls, it's like for some reason, he could be the ugliest Spanish guy as long as you're Spanish. That's like some kind of status or like,
there are some white women, you're right, Marco, who have this compulsion to date either a black man or a Hispanic.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
No matter what you look like.
Yeah.
They think it's exotic.
They think it's exotic. They fool around with that for 10, 15 years. And
then they marry a white guy.
Yeah.
And move to the suburbs.
Yeah, a lot of these girls also love crack. Yeah, right. They're called taco hags. Yeah, right.
I heard that.
You ever hear fag hags?
Yeah.
It's a taco hag.
Okay.
All right, so you've gotten white girls. Well, what age were you when you got your first white girl?
Like 17.
17 years old, right.
Yeah, and, I got her at 17.
She was a virgin, or you got...
you can't trust them.
Right, you don't know.
She was, but you're not sure.
Now, how did you meet this one? Where did you meet her?
Nah, you just, around the neighborhood.
Really? She was hanging...
I live in a white neighborhood.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
And she thought, wow, look at this guy.
Yeah.
I'll freak everybody out.
I'll really get back at my parents. All right, let's measure the teeth and find out once more, because I have a lot to get to. Gary's phony phone call coming up. Why don't we...
From the gum to the bottom of the tooth.
Gary, go right to your gum.
It's hard for me to see.
Would you like me to measure
right up? I can't really see.
All right, let me take my
camera in there so we can see the measurement.
I will measure Gary's. I will measure from gum. I can't even see where the 1 inch mark
I know.
Is. All right, here we are. Here we go. Oh, this is going to be rough. Gary's teeth are 3 feet long. Let me go to the first. I'm going to go to the left top tooth. And I see here, Jackie, can you read this? Is that 3/4 of an inch?
Jesus.
That is 3/4 of an inch, I believe. You want?
Holy Christ. Is that an inch?
Look at the size of it. I never knew measured.
3/4 of an inch.
3/4 of an inch it is.
Now, can I see what 3/4 of an inch looks like?
Go take a look. Wow. That is a tusk. That's not a tooth. Now, Gary, measure Marco over
there.
there.
Wait a second. You're saying my tooth is come on.
Yeah, that's 3/4 of an inch.
What am I, a bison?
Here, measure Marco over there, and let's find out once for all. All right, take a measurement. See what you get. I think Marco's bigger, believe it or not.
I think his teeth are very long.
Marco, can you lower your bottom lip? It's interfering with the measurement.
Oh.
Look at the size of those choppers.
It's like slightly more than 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah, I believe Marco has the bigger tooth. One could almost judge by size.
I'm the king, huh?
All right, you are the king of big teeth. Congratulations.
I gladly pass you the crown, Marco.
Right. Wow. And by the way, get the close-up. Guys, give us big close-ups for E camera. Look when Gary shows his mouth. Is that the funniest looking face you ever saw? And Marco, get your mouth open so we can do a comparative analysis with complete readout. Each one of Marco's zits is 7/8 of an inch. Yeah, work on that Accutane, pal. That's all you got to get to clear that right up. That's a condition.
Call a dermatologist.
You'll be getting lots more girls if you get rid of that.
That face is like brow.
Right, that's right. What's it say on there? It says time for a commercial. Anyway, get Marco a paper bag, will you? Get the teeth and the zits. Marco, you're not a bad-looking guy. You just got to clean yourself up a little bit, all right? A little soap and water would help. Where do you come from, a big Puerto Rican family?
I'm not Puerto Rican. What are you,
Mexican?
No, I'm from Peru.
Peru?
You think I'm Puerto Rican?
All right, get the hell out of my studio. We need you here. What do we got for a prize for our Peruvian friend?
He can go see Stone Temple Pilots.
You can't say the S word, my brother.
What is he doing? He's only, what, 19?
19.
Like a student?
Where do you deliver groceries?
I'm still in high school.
You're 19 and you're in high school?
Yeah, because I was playing around, you know.
That's like wrong.
Goofing around.
Wait a second. Let me get this straight.
I'm a senior now.
You're a senior in high school and you're 19 years old.
Yeah.
What, did you get left back twice?
Yeah, I failed second grade.
You failed second grade?
Second grade?
I know 5-year-olds can pass second grade.
I have problems with the reading, you know.
It's hard for you to read?
Yeah, it still is, you know, because I never actually learned how to, like, you know, break up certain words, you know.
Where were you? Well, I mean, you went to regular school here, right? You didn't come from Peru?
Yeah, but I went to, like a band. I used to live in North Philly, like a bad neighborhood.
Oh, for God's sake.
No one cared down there about studies.
Come on. 19 years old, you should be the principal, for God's sake.
Hey, Marco, when's your birthday?
May 25th. I'll be 20.
So wait, you're going to be 20 when you graduate?
Did all the kids goof on you for that?
No, everybody thinks I'm younger. Everybody thinks I'm like 15 because I'm not tall, you know.
You got the zits of a 25-year-old. What do you do? You bag groceries?
No, I got a job.
You don't even have a job?
No.
Oh, man, you're a loser's loser.
No.
You got big teeth, you got zits, and you're 20 years old and you're in high school.
My parents got a little income, so I get free medical care, you know.
What is it? You messed around in the second grade and teachers left you back?
Yeah, and then I messed around in 11th grade again.
Yeah, I was going to say, he got left back twice.
Yeah, easily. Easily. Who knows? You might get left back a third time.
Yeah, maybe.
But what are you, determined to graduate?
Yeah, this time. I only need 3 credits.
Oh, there you go.
What are you going to do after you graduate?
Go to college.
You know how to read now or what?
I know words, but like looking at them, memorize.
Let me hear you read. Let me see you read.
God,
I can't believe this guy. Let me hear this, Marco. What the hell's wrong with you?
Has he taken his SATs?
SATs?
And then starting Tuesday, Shock Jock Howard Stern. Stern radio program will air weekdays at 3 a.m. on Rhino, KZA, FM.
Reno, yeah. Oh, you're not bad. You're not bad,
but like it's like certain big words I can't break them down.
Really?
Like those SAT words, you know.
SAT type words. Yeah.
Howard, I'm dying to know.
You read better than Gary, I'll tell you that.
What college has he applied to?
He didn't apply no college.
Temple, community college.
Temple? You're going to apply to Temple?
Yeah.
Well, that's just an exercise.
I think he wants to be a rabbi.
Just throw the $50 in the garbage.
You're gonna apply to a college?
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, you flunked 3 times already.
Nah.
You can't go to college.
He's beginning to like school.
Yeah.
Right. Can you spell pinata?
Nah.
You can't?
Nah.
And you're Peruvian?
I know. That's Mexican thing.
Oh, I see. Can you spell unemployment?
Yeah.
Let me hear you spell unemployment.
UNEPLOYNMENT.
Not bad. What about drive-by? Can you spell that? That's what you're going to be doing.
BY.
Whatever. You're close enough. All right, listen to me. Our good friend.
Better than gorilla.
Our new friend. He does. Listen, you spend that many years in high school, you'll spell good, too. So the other kids are like, what, 17? And you're like almost 20?
Yeah, and they're getting more action than I am, you know.
Right. Yeah, well, listen, you do the best you can, all right? Marco, congratulations. You were a winner today. You won the Big Teeth contest.
Yeah, I got $100 bill. Can you autograph that?
Sure, I'd be
I have
happy
a cousin, you know, he like loves you.
Where'd you get that?
That's his money.
Were you dealing crack?
Nah, I don't do drugs, no.
You don't do any drugs?
Nah.
Good. You're a good boy. I like you, man. I like you, Marco.
Thank you.
At least you're not out there committing crime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm going to
Call us when you get into college.
You know what I'm saying?
Where are you going?
Peep shows.
Oh, she's going to the peep shows.
Yeah.
You're going to go to the peep shows today?
Yeah.
Well, it's a day in the city, Howard. You can't wait.
A little education for Marco. Shouldn't you be in high school today?
Yeah.
What, are you cutting?
Yeah.
Dude, you're never going to graduate.
I did. When he graduates, I want him to call us. I don't know what college got this.
Well, you know, by the way, let me say something to our sponsors, because this is important to say. You know, not all our listeners are this dopey. I want you to understand something. It's only the ones that come down here.
And what do you plan to be when you grow up?
I'm going to study computer science.
Computer science? Why don't you get realistic? You should be a gym teacher. What's the matter with you?
You're determined if you can do it, you know, anything you want.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
But if you having these guys...
Do you have a computer?
No. My uncle has a computer.
Let me ask you a question. You want to be in computer science?
Yeah.
And you don't have a computer and you flunked twice?
Yeah.
Now, are you good at math?
Somewhat.
I mean, this is America, but not for you.
He looks like the guy that drives my car at the car wash.
Right.
Wait a minute. Hold these two towels. Let's see.
Oh, man. Yeah, do me a favor. My car's downstairs. The limo. Just give it a good scrub. Let me see how you do. I'll give you a nice tip.
I got to my teeth.
Can't you put those teeth to work? All right, listen, Marco, you're not a loser. You're a winner in every sense of the word. And I predict big things for you here in this country.
Who's going to be your wife in that movie?
You want to know? You know, maybe I should have known.
Pamela Anderson, right?
No, get out of here, Pamela Anderson.
Oh, Juliette Lewis.
No, not that skank.
Heather Locklear.
Juliette Lewis is a nasty, dirty girl. Who is that?
And you know the girl from Melrose?
What's her name?
Heather Locklear.
Heather Locklear,
Yeah,
right.
Her?
Yeah, she's my wife. No, let me tell you something. Juliette Lewis is a good actress, but she's nasty. No one's going to believe
wrong with her.
Yeah, no one's going to believe that. That's a dirty, nasty girl. All right, that's your mistress. That ain't your wife. Heather Locklear, no one's going to believe it's my wife.
No.
No, I got a girl that's terrific.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this girl acted her ass off. Should I say the name of the girl who's going to play my wife?
Did you check on those things I asked you to do?
No, who am I going to check with? Who am I? The king, Ivan Reitman? Yeah. What, does he run my life now? I can't say anything? Who is he?
I will say one thing about the woman you got to play, Allison. She's got to be like 3 or 4 times bigger in the chest than Allison.
Yeah, she's got the see he's been looking.
She's 3 or 4 times bigger than any woman on this planet in the shape.
Perfect.
She's a nice girl. Right. Actually,
how is Allison? Has she met Allison yet?
No. Allison keeps saying to me, "I want to be in the movie." I don't know what to tell her. What movie is she going to be in?
You got to get those two together. She's got to act like
Yeah,
Allison.
they're going to meet each other. And she acts the way Allison should act. I don't want to ruin her. It's none of your business who's going to play my wife in the movie.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Now listen, I got to get you out of here.
Oh, I have an idea for a story, but you know.
It can't possibly be good.
A story?
It is real.
What story?
What story? For the movie? The movie's
No, not for the movie. I just had an idea. I've been thinking about it for about a year already.
All right, what's the idea? Let me hear it quickly.
Well, I want to say it.
What? Why? Oh, you think someone's going to steal it?
Yeah.
You can only pray that someone will steal it.
Why are you thinking of becoming a computer scientist when you have this great story in your head?
Let me hear the story.
I'll bet you $100 it's been done.
I bet you it's about a guy who has tons of zits and really big teeth, and he goes to a doctor, and he transforms him into a good-looking guy, and then he goes out and gets laid a lot.
Not that. No, it's not that.
Really? What is it?
Okay, when I was in 5th grade, when I was 15.
Right.
You know, you saw Batman Forever when he fell into that cave and he saw that bat and that determined his whole life.
Can I make a suggestion to you?
Yeah, what?
See that bad mustache you have?
Yeah.
Shave that off.
Nah.
Every Spanish guy I know has got a bad mustache.
No, it goes real fast.
Come on. Take a look at this. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Looks like dirt on his lip.
It grows
real fast and then it just stops.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Yeah. Okay, when you were in the 5th grade.
When I was 15. When I was 15.
Yeah, right. That's when you were in the 5th grade, when you were 15. That's what I was talking about. You fell into what?
No, okay. You know when Batman fell into the cave, Batman Forever, and he saw that bat, and I was like a big impact for that, for his life. Well, when I was 15, I saw somebody. I never met this person, but it inspired me to write a story. About a stranger I don't even know.
Right.
Yeah, it's about this girl, right?
Yeah.
I know her real name, but yeah, she's a black girl.
Go ahead.
Very light skin complexion, and it takes place in the 80s, you know.
Go ahead.
And she gets she's adopted, you know.
Right.
And her family is, they hate white people, but she's black, but also light skin complexion at the same time.
Go ahead, she can pass. Go ahead.
Yeah, so she has a lot of problems dealing with this, and her adopted mother dies. Hey, what are you doing that?
Yeah.
And then,
Sir, does this movie have an ending?
Yeah, where is it?
You know why this movie's never been done before?
Why?
Because no one could understand what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, well...
It's a trilogy. Yeah, go ahead.
No, it just takes place in the 80s.
Pitch me.
And she meets people, and she's Cheryl Megan. At the end, she realizes... she shouldn't be using guys for money. She's a very good-looking girl.
Where'd that come from?
I made it up.
All right, listen to me. You better stick to computer science.
I think he made it up while he was sitting here.
Yeah. You've been thinking about that for years?
No, for about a year.
I see.
Have you written it down?
Somewhat, but...
Don't bother.
Yeah. Don't waste your time. All right, listen to me.
There's a lot of jealousy with something like that.
Dude, why don't you write it down? I'll buy it. I buy everything.
No, there's a lot of black girls.
I bought the Sam Kinison movie. I'll buy that.
Howard.
Why?
I hate the bus, right? I hate the bus and a lot of black people.
Yeah.
Whenever like a real light-skinned girl go inside, a lot of like black girls, make comments, and a lot of black guys, dark guys go after the light-skinned girls anyway. Right.
Yeah,
so that's an idea.
I see.
Story.
You want to do a movie about a light-skinned black girl?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And everybody will watch it. Got horny guys will watch it. Girls like, how is this about? I want to see it.
All right, listen to me.
Make money.
Listen to me.
Yeah. Okay. That was good.
You liked it, Jackie?
Yeah. Here's the plot.
It's a blank sheet of paper, Jack.
Sorry, Marco.
All right, Marco, listen to me. Stick with what you got. You won the prize. You can either go to the Horde concert or the Stone Temple Pilots.
And where's this at?
Roseland.
I don't know where it's at. I didn't.
Roseland.
Where's that at?
Where's that?
In Manhattan.
Oh, not from here. Not from, I'm from...
Where are you?
Philadelphia.
All right, well, that's right.
Yeah, I had to come all the way down.
So get him something else then, all right?
I'll find something.
Give me some pimple cream, that's
yeah, okay. All right, listen to me. I got to take a break. This guy Marco's making me insane.
See, now he wants us to hook him up with a dermatologist. That would be his prize.
Well, hook him up with a dermatologist. Get him some skin treatment. All right, listen to me. Give him a couple of porno videos. The guy's 19 and he's horny.
Thank you.
You want some porno?
Yeah.
Do we get any porno in the back?
I think your limo driver took all of it.
Oh, Jesus.
He put a bag the size like huge. It was filled with like
Ronnie the limo driver?
50 tapes.
You're kidding.
You out.
No, he needs those.
For what?
What's he doing with them?
I don't know.
He's like the Santa Claus of porno. What?
You don't think my idea is good?
What, the movie idea? You back on that? Are you crazy?
Good.
One minute the girl was being adopted, the next minute she's living with men for money. I don't understand how she got...
she don't care.
Be quiet.
It's a good idea. Yeah, when you was in school, wasn't there a little bit of that jealousy right there? With the high yellow girls?
My old bedroom that where I lived, when I lived there, was filled with, like, the boxes, like he was talking about.
Yeah.
Where, what are you going to use all these boxes for? Like, she'd give us gifts at Christmas time, and she'd take the boxes home.
That's right. My mother said you got to give her the box back.
Right.
That's a true story.
She put them back in the room.
Right.
And they were all there. And then she would go shopping.
Right.
And she'd buy shirts for me from,
Macy's.
Macy's. She'd buy stuff for the kids. She'd buy everything, and never opened it. Like, in case she needed it for something.
She'd have a gift.
She had a gift.
That's true. My mother had a part of the house. This is weird because it always freaked my friends out. Like, I'd come over with, say you were my friend.
Right.
I'd come over. My mom started to talk to you, and she liked you. She'd go, excuse me for a minute. She'd go lock her door. I could hear her lock the door, and I'd hear her rummaging through stuff.
Right.
And she'd come out with a gift, an unopened gift. Like
Why did she lock the door?
Because that's the funniest thing, too, because we lived in a house the size of my thumb.
Right.
I knew where everything was. My mother used to hide money in the radiator, like you could pull the thing down, and I would hear her open and close it. And I said, Mom, don't lock the door. I know where you're hiding everything. But she would bring you out a gift. Could be a shirt that was still, but the shirt could have been 20 years old, but still in the wrapper.
So Matt, let me get to you. This is Matt Paxton. He's on Hoarders, and as bad as these guys' mothers are,
they got worse people on this show.
But Matt, Matt is one of these guys who figured out, all right, no one wants to clean up a hoarder's home because it's disgusting. So Matt started his business. You originally worked on your own, right? You weren't on TV. You started
I've been doing that. I've been cleaning up old ladies. All these stories you just told, that's what I do. I work with families to go in and clean it out. And the guy that was talking about finding the money, man, every single book, every single cookie holder, I mean, we found $13,000 in change in a lady's house at the time.
How are you? So how did you start this business? You started a business where you said, look, I see that nobody wants to clean up hoarders' homes because it's really gross.
Well, I wish it was that cool. cool. I was broke. I'd been a bit of a bender, about a 3-year bender, and was starting over and was living on a buddy's couch. And I was just trying to eat and pay rent.
Right.
And I realized no one would clean this stuff up. So I said, well, if no one will do it, I'll see if someone will pay me to do it.
So you get paid a fortune to go in and literally just, put on rubber gloves and clean through hoarders' homes.
Yeah, but now it's, dead cats, recycled adult diapers. I mean, it's not. We're not sorting through papers to find change anymore.
And it's probably, how many people work for you in this company?
Sometimes we're 6 guys. We've been as many as 50, depending on the job.
And a lot of times you hire like ex-cons and stuff because most people will not get involved in this kind of dirty work.
Yeah, but you got to have someone that's been knocked down that gets the mental state. And so for me, I prefer ex-cons and recovering addicts.
So if I send you to a home of a hoarder, what would you charge me? I mean, an average size, middle-income home. What does it cost to go in there and clean?
Starts about at $15,000 now.
Right.
$15,000?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, here's why. Listen to this statistic. Matt once had to dispose of 45,000 pounds of human feces from a home. 45. What? Listen to me. 45,000 pounds.
Where do they keep that?
Yeah, how does that happen, Matt?
Usually that starts in the bathroom. The toilet gets full, then the bathtub gets full, then the hallway gets full, then the living room gets full, and they get embarrassed, and it becomes kind of, I better cover this up. But the intent, which you guys said earlier, they absolutely believe they're going to clean it up tomorrow.
Right.
They truly believe that.
So the guys,
you're telling me the plumbing is off?
Plumbing's been gone for years by the time I get there.
Wow.
And I guess they never feel that they want to call in a plumber because at first they start to they're like embarrassed, and then they shit. And once you start shitting in the tub, you're like, well, I don't want to bring anybody in.
Yeah, I always say, think about the first time you decided to crap in your living room. That's one thing. But by like the 500th time, you're pretty committed to this lifestyle.
Can you remember has this happened to you more than once where there's thousands of pounds of feces in the house?
Every week now, man.
Every week?
5 years of my life, every week. I'm in full biohazard now.
And so you go in a hazmat suit and the whole thing?
Oh, yeah. I mean, literally, you would not believe in every single building in New York City, in every single neighborhood around the country, there's one of these houses, and it's a toxic dump. I mean, it's unbelievable the stuff we're finding in there.
And when you meet these people, like specifically the people who shit have 45,000 pounds of feces in their home, do they seem like normal people?
No, they're like Gary's mom. They're lovely women. They're nice people.
Right.
That have had a rough go at some point in their life. It might be 10, 15 years ago. Something triggered it. And I've got to not only clean up the poop, but I've got to also give this lady a hug and act like it's no big deal.
Right, because you don't want to embarrass her.
No, my God, if I embarrass her, I'm out. She'll kick me out, and I'm the last person that's going to help her.
When they call you, do they confess or they just say, look, I saw you on TV. I need a company to come in and clean my home. Or do they come clean on the phone and say, listen, I've been shitting in my house for the last 10 years?
No. Normally, either a family member will call me, or they'll get called in from the show, or an APS worker, Adult Protective Services, will say, we're kicking them out tomorrow.
Right.
So they're not calling you. It's always someone else.
Maybe 1 out of 100 they'll call. Usually it's someone that loves them.
And is there...
They've given up. They don't know what to do.
And is it like what Ronnie and Gary are describing, that when you come in to clean, they're livid because even though you're removing shit from their home, they're not grateful in a way. They're like, please, just leave the shit in there.
Yeah, I mean, it becomes a wall of safety. They're removed from the rest of the world, and it's really a wall of judgment. They don't want to be judged. They don't want to be made fun of. So, believe it or not, that stuff protects them.
What is the smell like? Or maybe you never get to smell it because you're in a...
Do something?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty used to it. It's a very citrusy urine smell.
Oh, it's not. It doesn't even smell like shit anymore.
No, urine will knock out. You don't even smell shit.
Oh, really? Where are they urinating?
With the shit.
2-liter bottles.
In 2-liter bottles.
Oh, and then they cap it, the bottle?
They cap it, yeah. We call them
Wow.
plumber bombs.
Oh, my God. I mean, it's...
We enjoy it, though. For us, we're all recovering addicts, so, like, we need something nasty to get us off.
Yeah, this keeps you straight, huh?
This keeps us totally clean and sober because we get grossed out, and we really enjoy that, and we get that every week.
I would think it would be the opposite. Like, you come home and go, I've just seen the worst of humanity. I need to get high. It doesn't matter. It's all meaningless.
Tie me off.
I mean, when you've hit rock bottom yourself, you kind of have to laugh to get out of it. And so now, for us, if we find, if we don't see 200 cats, we don't think it's funny.
Are you a millionaire from this business? I mean, getting $20,000 a house seems to me like you might be a very wealthy man.
No, I mean, I'm doing all right. I have a house now. I have children that I can afford. I'm comfortable. It's a pretty cool thing. But I get paid to help people, which is a pretty awesome thing.
Matt once found 200 dead cats in a home.
Oh.
And they were wet, so when he tried to pick them up, they just came apart.
Yeah. That was a rough one.
Do you ever throw up when you see that kind of thing?
I don't, man. The only thing that gets me is I had a kitten crawl out of a pile of human waste one time. And that was a bit much for me. And then the smells, the textures really, like the food they were talking about. When those cans explode, he's exactly right. The cans from 20, 30 years ago will pop open, and you'll see textures and smells that you've never seen
What do
before.
you mean a kitten crawled out of human feces? In other words, the cat was trapped in the feces?
He was living underneath the feces and she crawled through it.
Oh, my God. So how did the cat survive? Did they feed the cat or did they eat the shit?
Dude, people don't realize cats are survivalists, man. They are so tough. Like, they'll live through anything. People will quit before a cat quits.
Wow. Oh, it's so sad. Now, when you say, going back to what you said before, you found $13,000 in cash inside a giant rat's nest in a house.
Yeah, 8-foot rat's nest in Oakland.
And
how's the money get?
Well, we found out that week that rats don't eat money. We didn't. It's the only thing they don't shred apart. We didn't know that.
Why is that?
I guess it's the glaze on the money. I don't know. They're not interested in it. But we didn't know if there were cats. We didn't know if there were rats or not in this nest. So it was about a 6-foot high, 8-foot wide rat's nest, and we can see all the holes where the rats are going in and out. But we can also see money all over the place.
Now, when you see that's a dangerous thing because those rats can carry disease.
Yeah, in Oakland too. They're big. I mean, that's like New York rats.
Yeah, they're the size of dogs. Some of them.
Yeah, they're a good sized cat. Absolutely.
Yeah.
When you're cleaning out, do they come and bite you and try to attack you?
Well, that one they didn't in that one. But we were going inch by inch. We didn't know if they would. So the fear of them coming out turns out they had given up and left years ago too.
So when you find cash in a house, I mean, you're obligated to give it to the owner, right?
Absolutely. Oh yeah. I mean, because the joy they get in that gets us so much more momentum. It lets us clean faster.
You say here you once found $45,000 in U.S. savings bond in a house.
Yep.
And the woman thought they were expired. People don't even know what they have.
She didn't know what she had. We had to explain to her the difference between maturity and expiration.
Now you're a financial advisor.
So she thought they had gone bad.
Right,
yeah. They were bad. It was free money, $45,000. We helped fund it. And this lady thought she had nothing.
So, Matt, is your show's on A&E, but what do you have to do with Oprah Winfrey? She started having you on at one point?
No, that's actually how I got on. This guy, Peter Walsh, that's on there, he was not interested in doing the show, Hoarders. And so I had been bugging him for years, trying to just be his guy that cleaned up after he left. I never thought I'd get on TV. I was just trying to make a living.
Right.
And he couldn't do it because he was on Oprah. And so that's how I ended up getting on. He said, no, go call this crazy guy in Virginia. He'll clean up anything. And they were literally just looking for messy houses to clean. And I just happened to get picked up. I got that one chance. They gave me about 10 minutes.
So because you're on TV, do you get more money in a sense because you're a celebrity house cleaner?
Yeah, crazy enough, I am. It's weird. I mean, I'm like the most popular trash guy in America.
And why did they start putting you on TV? Because they found that the cleanup was just as interesting as meeting the people?
I think they realized it was more than trash, and that's really what I bring to the table. I mean, to me, this is about people. We all are different. We all are fear of rejection. We're all, we all have fear of judgment. We're all trying to find self-worth, and that's really what hoarding is about. And I'm able to break it down to I'm not an educated man. I'm a I'm a recovering addict that just got lucky.
How old a guy are you?
I'm young. I'm 36. I'm still very young.
When you have
to up early.
But when you have to clear out 45,000 pounds of shit, and by the way, I'm trying to figure out how much is the average bowel movement? A pound?
Yeah.
It just depends on the person.
I mean, how many years would it take you to build up 45,000 pounds of
At
shit?
least 10 years. Yeah, that's the number you want. I mean, it's 10 years of 3 or 4 times a day.
Where do you bring it, though? Like, where can you dump that?
That you can't even take to the dump, and that's what's really challenged us. We now, everything has to be destroyed as, like, medical waste because it's too messy for the city dump.
So what do you do with medical waste? Where does that go?
That has to actually go to, it's like a crematorium. It actually has to be incinerated.
Oh, my goodness.
Cow.
I mean, a lot of the houses, we had a house the other day, there's no way to save it. It has to be destroyed. And so it was more of a recovery situation.
So that place was so bad, you couldn't clean it.
Could not salvage it. You had to tear it down.
Just burn it down.
But it was so messy, we couldn't tear it down. We actually had to burn it.
Is that more than one person shitting in the house, or was just the one person?
No, it's one person.
Wow.
I mean, 10 years. I mean, you got 3 or 4 times a day, 10 years, every day, day by day.
Are hot girls ever hoarders, or is it always just like very vile-looking people?
I think they start. A lot of them start as hot girls. I mean, it's a fine wine. You can't be a good hoarder overnight. It takes 10, 15, 20 years.
Tell the story, Matt. He cleared a house of a guy into kiddie porn, but the guy called you, right?
Yeah, and this was not on A&E. I want to make sure they always ask me to make sure clear this. This one was on our personal job.
Okay.
But we went out, and this guy, the family called us. He was having he had heart disease, and he was going to die. And the family wanted to send him home so he could have hospice. So we were going and thinking, oh, this poor, sweet guy. Yeah. Well, we get there, and we start realizing, well, this is some interesting toys. This is some interesting pornography. And the deeper we got, we started finding some Polaroids, some really aggressive stuff, and it was all child pornography.
Wow.
And so we're like, what do we do here? So we called a buddy of mine as a cop, and he was like, well, actually, you have to report this. So we called the guy. Guy ends up going to jail for 3 years. He gets out of jail, fills the house up again, because we actually did clean it, and he calls us again and says, hey, can you come clean my house again? And we had just sent the guy to jail for 3 years.
And yet he wasn't...
Who else you gonna call?
He wasn't angry. One thing about those kiddie porn guys, they're very forgiving. Yeah. So you clean his house, you find kiddie porn, you report him to the police, he goes to jail, he comes back home, he says, hey, you guys were pretty good at cleaning, come on back. But you didn't find any more kiddie porn there.
Well, I told him to fuck off. I mean, we're not going to...
Oh, you didn't go. You didn't want that job.
I mean, I hire all ex-cons. My morality gauge is pretty wide open. I've guys that murdered people on my team, but I will not work with a child pornographer, period. I mean, that's the one thing I won't touch.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Well, is the worst thing you ever found a dead body in a house?
I did find a dead body. The smell is unique. You'll never get that out of your head. For me...
What's that smell like? Does it smell like shit?
No. If you haven't smelt it, I mean, you can't even get it out of you. You end up shaving your head and your eyebrows, so you just can't get the smell off your body.
You're saying if a body decomposes and you get the smell on you, you shave your head and your eyebrows?
I did. Yeah, I shaved my head because I couldn't get that. It was like, that old trick where you wipe poo under someone's nose at camp, and the guy, all he smells is poo. Well, it's kind of like, that's all you smell once you find a dead body. That's the worst. That was probably the worst for me.
How long had the body been in there?
Well, that was when we were doing foreclosures in downtown D.C.
Oh.
Just knocking down doors of foreclosures for the banks. And
so that's why the person wasn't paying.
He wasn't actually delinquent.
He had a good excuse.
Yeah. He had a good excuse.
How long had he been in there? Do you have any idea?
It had to at least have been 120 days.
Wow.
We wouldn't have been in there. We wouldn't have gotten the work order. That was awful because he had killed himself and he was just laying on a chair. So the mental, and what that gets to is the mental stuff that we deal with. We're not just picking up trash. We're finding really horrible.
Do you find it hard to sleep at night, or do any of you guys get like post-traumatic stress syndrome?
The abusive ones, the ones you'll have hoarders that are so protective of their stuff that they'll scream at you and hit you, and the abusive hoarders, they're the ones that give you the post-traumatic.
You had a hoarder try to hit you to keep you from taking all their shit out of their house.
Yeah, I had a 70-year-old lady swing at me, which was pretty funny.
Anybody make contact?
I did an 80-year-old guy, actually. We found out he had been beating his wife, and we called him on it, and he got really angry with us and tried to bully us, and he connected pretty square on my jaw.
He punched you in the face.
Yeah.
You're a pretty tough guy. What were you in prison for?
I didn't go to prison. I had a gambling addiction, man. I actually worked for Caesar's Palace. I'm not a tough guy. I just have seen it all now.
Mm-hmm.
And so, once you've seen it all, every day, my job is to go into someone else's rock bottom.
Right.
And so but I also, on the backside is I see people coming out of that, and I see the miracles happen, and I see people do good things. So for me, I don't care,
Do you find that people stay clean after you've cleaned out all this stuff?
Hell no.
Great question. No, that's a good question.
I say no way.
Well, and this is what's so good about hoarders on A&E. They pay for the aftercare, and the aftercare is the key. If they go to therapy, there's about a 60% chance they'll stay clean.
Wow.
If they don't go to therapy, it's 100% guaranteed they'll fail.
Wow.
They'll fill back up by Christmas. If they don't do this, there's a reason they do it, and there's a psychological reason they do it, and you got to get into the head, and you got to deal with that psychological issue, or it'll never get fixed.
Eric, you're on the air with Matt Paxton. Go ahead, Eric.
Hey, Howard.
Hey, now.
Hey, Papa Booey. My cousin, she's a hoarder, and she's pretty hot too. They actually did the local news did a story on her, and yeah, she's hot. I heard you mention.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess there are some hot chicks who hoard. I don't know. Does she collect her feces at all?
No, there's no duty or nothing. Just messy, bags and food and stuff like that.
Oh, it's so disgusting. Will, go ahead. You're on the air in St. Louis.
Hey, hi. My name's Will, and I think I worked with you, Mr. Paxton, out of St. Louis. Did a job here for the TV show Hoarders.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I was the exterminator on that one.
Yes, that was roaches everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, brown recluse.
What is it too? I imagine there's tons of bugs when you finally get to the bottom of the like if somebody collects bags and stuff. That's where bugs collect, right?
Well, the house this guy's talking about, we were putting cotton balls in our ears and taping up our assholes because there were so many roaches.
Really? You mean you were just afraid that they would actually crawl into your ear?
Yes, that was a really scary. And brown recluse spiders. I mean, you couldn't even see the top 2 feet of the house because of the spider webs.
When you say roaches, you guys, you're talking about like not just a couple of roaches. You're saying like the whole wall could be covered in roaches.
They were raining off of the ceiling.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh. When they came in to clean this, Howard, they had to come in with a hose and spray down the walls with water because there was so much like webs and dust and stuff.
But someone was actually living in the house?
Yeah, it was what was so
3
bad.
people, yeah.
Yeah, and it was a 13-year-old boy that they had in there with them.
Oh, wow. And the roaches are raining down on their head.
Yeah.
I got to actually know these people. I've been doing their service because
they're good people, aren't they?
Yeah, they were. I never met the husband, but the wife, me and her actually really got to kind of know each other because I've been back to that house.
And did you ever say to her, how could you live with so many roaches?
Yeah, well, she blamed it on her husband. But,
well, when you get to that point in life, it's easy it's just easier to blame it on other people. And that was a triangle family that everyone was blaming on each other. But that 13-year-old kid is such a good kid. We didn't care if we were getting rained on by roaches. Right. You just wanted to help that kid, man.
So did Child Protective Services take the kid out of the home and like?
Yeah, that's how we got called in. Yeah, he wasn't allowed back in until we cleaned it out.
Oh, they sent him back.
Well, no, the families, I don't think they're back in, are they?
No, not yet. They still, well, see, what ended up happening is because everything went so wrong and the cleanup and everything, the house, they came in and sanitized the inside of the house, but it's never been cleaned yet.
Wow.
So you still walk in there, the kitchen floor is like walking on peanut butter. I mean, everything. It's unreal. It's just ungodly.
Yeah, and that was a house where really, if the family had the financial options, they really should tear it down and start over.
Right.
But it's that bad.
Yeah, and the A&E can only do but so much. I mean, we're not. No one's millionaires, so you can't just throw. There's a budget, and we can only do but so much.
No. Listen, you gave them a start. Do you think they'd take over?
Yeah, you're there to clean.
Well, and for us, I mean, we have to put a lot of money into the therapy afterwards, because without that, the house is going to fill up regardless.
Yeah, right. They'll go right back to their. It's weird too, because he wondered just why did they let themselves get in this situation? But it's mental illness, right? There's no rational.
Right, absolutely. There's a problem.
Yeah.
Nobody would rationally do this. They can't. You just can't help it. They don't want to do this. They're good people. It started off with one bad decision.
Right.
But you'd think there may be one person like that.
Yeah, right.
This is a whole
It's an epidemic,
series.
evidently. Yeah.
There's millions. And the show blew the doors off it. Now there's a ton of shows about it, which is great, because I always say it's the next alcoholism. I mean, in the 50s, people were like, it was so embarrassing to say your uncle was an alcoholic. Now you say my uncle's in AA, and you're like, good for him. It's a big deal.
Yeah, it takes I guess it takes some of the secrecy out of it. Yeah. But what I always say, it starts with just one shit in the tub, and then you're hooked.
The first time you do that, just realize.
I heard that, I tell you.
Yeah. Hey, Will in St. Louis, thanks for the call. Are you coming over to America's Got Talent?
Actually, I got tickets for Saturday at 11 o'clock.
All right, I'll say hi to you.
Thanks, Howard.
All right, later, man.
Hey, that guy Will, I remember him now. He actually gave his services for free to help that family.
Wow. Hey, Will, you're a good dude.
We try.
I bet. All right. Good man, Will. See, my fans are good people.
I'm learning there's good people everywhere. You just got to give them opportunities to be good.
Right. I fortunately don't give anybody opportunity.
Well, you know what? This will change my life. You're giving a lot of people awareness.
Take one last call, Matt. I've held on to you long enough, but let me. You got to get back to cleaning. But
Yeah,
Kirk,
I mean, I wonder how bad you have to be to make it on the TV show.
Yeah, I know. Any big job today, Matt? You going out anywhere?
No, I'm home all week. We start filming again next week. For us, Robin, the saddest thing is most of the time I'll go into a house now and I have to tell them that their house isn't messy enough for me to clean it.
When you hire ex-cons to work for you, how do you know which ones you can trust?
We go through a program that they've been sober for 2 years. And
I see.
You can't trust all of them, but there's a lot of those dudes are, those guys. I want the ones that if they sneeze wrong, they're going back to prison tomorrow.
Kirk, what's right? They have something to lose. Hey, Kirk, go ahead. You have the last word with Matt.
Hey, Howard, does this Matt guy ever worry or have like a health scare with hepatitis or SARS from cleaning up these dirty fucking people?
He's wearing a hazmat suit.
I do. I get.
Yeah, but you ever got poked or anything where you're like, oh shit?
We do walk out if we see needles. We walk out. That's the only thing we'll say no to, and our shots are up to date like you wouldn't believe.
If you walk into a house and you see some like drug addicts living there and there's exposed needles, you will walk out and refuse the job.
Yeah, you're on your own. I'm not going to die for these. I'll almost die for them, but I'm not going to die for them.
You'll clean their shit, but you ain't cleaning their needles.
Exactly.
All right. Well, Matt, thank you, and Kirk, thank you. Matt Paxton on the season finale of Hoarders. Oh, Sour Shoes has a question. How can you refuse him? Matt, one last question. Yes, Sour Shoes.
Hi, Matt. Matt, when you have to clean up the poo-poo in the house, when it's in the living room, is it in 5-gallon buckets, or how is the poo? Is it on the floor, or is it...
Sour Shoes, I thought you were going to ask... He's asking in his baby voice.
I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's in buckets, sometimes it's just laying in open diapers, and sometimes it's on the wall.
There you go. All right. I shouldn't have gone to that. All right. Let's just say also check out Matt's podcast, available on iTunes at 5decisionsaway.com. Hey, Matt, fascinating.
Hey, guys, thanks so much for the time. I really appreciate you letting everybody know about this.
I might have to call you in for helping out with cleaning out JD's office. I'm seeing a lot of magazines and things.
Absolutely. Bring it. I'll do it. I'll clean up anything.
All right, Matt.
Guys, thanks so much.
Later.
Thank God for
interesting
him.
work, actually. Yeah, thank God for him.
He found a niche and he filled it.
It's crazy stuff, right?
They say that's the best way to do, to get into a business.
That's
is
what they
to
say.
Find something nobody else is doing.
I found a business. No one's willing to clean up 45,000 pounds of some human feces. I think I'm onto something.
I think I'm onto something.
Hey, good for him, though. Covering addict.
He's giving other people second chances. It's a good deal.
Yeah, well, there you go.
That was great. That was great. The best line was when he goes, We were putting cotton balls in our ears and taping up our assholes. Are you a hoarder?
Not like that, but I can understand, not for feces, but I can understand how it's hard to make decisions about like paper.
Well, you know, my parents are so the opposite.
Oh my God.
They don't allow anything to stay in the house. Like, you couldn't save anything. I mean, that story about my comic books is tip of the iceberg. I mean, they go through that house, if they see... it's...
Well, you have a little
no history.
You talk,
now I do. I used to be a big slob, but
because you sometimes you'll get here and you'll just go like you do one thing that makes me crazy because it's your parents and my parents. You have the ability to push a whole stack of stuff out without looking at it. I got to look at everything.
No, sometimes you have to just do that because you realize you haven't looked at it in months.
I know, but you can't. There's something in there. There's got to be some. That's my fucking parents.
My parents, literally, their home is void of any personal details. Like, they'll throw everything out.
If they were moving, they wouldn't have to do anything. The house is ready to show.
It's ready to go.
And I love that.
I don't have to go in and clean anything.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
So on Monday's wrap-up show, we were talking about the guests that were on the show, and one of the guests was a transgender person, and somebody called in who was a transgender person, I presume, and said that they had a vagina. And I said, I don't think you have one because it can't be a workable thing. And we got into this whole altercation where she was mad at me, but I wasn't mad at her. I was just trying to bring out a point. But you should check it out and see what happens.
Now we're going to move on to Raji, who came in, who is transgendered and has cement in her face and in her ass. And
that was a tough story. I mean, I felt really bad for her.
Well, when you heard her explanation, though, about the doctor who did it, basically did the same thing and was also transgendered, I guess there was some kind of level of trust there.
Yeah, the other thing I think I got out of this whole thing, taking away transgender and all that other stuff, if something's way cheaper than it should be, there's probably a reason why.
Yeah, you get what you pay for in a lot of cases. Did you know that tranny was an offensive term? That's what ISIS was saying.
Really? I didn't know that. What do I?
Are you going to stop using it?
Me?
Yeah.
Did I? I don't know. Did I use it?
Well, I mean, would you say, hey, the trannies are here?
No, I didn't say that.
But would you?
Ronnie always says that.
Yeah, I guess so.
I didn't know.
I guess. Yeah, I guess I would.
I'm still on the fence about whether I'm stopping using it or not.
Yeah.
So what did you think of Raji and ISIS today? ISIS came in late.
ISIS, I saw everybody before they came in all together, and she was scary looking when I walked in the room. You know, it was kind of I didn't know what to say to her. You know, you don't know what to say, but I mean, ISIS was cute. You know, what can you say? It's like I was talking to one of the guys out here. I won't mention who it was, and he said, on a good night with a few drinks, you would never know what you were doing.
Well, the question I was asking around the office, and I'd like to try to get an answer. ISIS is, for all intents and purposes, a woman now.
Right, she has a fake vagina.
So if you marry ISIS, does that make you gay?
It's the same silence I got from everybody else.
If you're legally, you're gay, and technically, I think you're definitely committing a gay act. I think, but it depends if your desire for her is as a woman. Then you're not. I don't think.
Yeah, but what would be the difference if you didn't know that she had the operation?
That's what I'm saying.
And you met her in a bar and you tried to pick her up, and then found out she had a cock.
Well, if you,
it's still the same difference. You're still going out with a guy.
No, that's what I'm saying. Technically,
I don't
it's a
care
gay
if
act.
she's got a fake hole there
it's
now.
Technically a gay act, but I think if someone desires her because they think she's a woman or think he's a woman, then they're doing it for a heterosexual reason.
Yeah, but still, I mean,
it's a gay act. I agree with you.
But there's nothing wrong with it if that's what you're into.
I don't think so either.
How is it a gay act if she's a woman now?
Well, I mean, like if a man rapes you, you had a homosexual act, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But you didn't desire it.
What I'm saying is that, is she a woman now? She's had the full sex change operation. Is she a woman, or is she a woman that used to be a man, which we know
She's
to be
still
true?
to me, she's still a tranny.
But she's got all the working parts of a woman.
No, they don't really work now. You know that. Now stop it.
How do you know that?
They don't work.
Experience?
No, they don't work. How could they work?
How could you say they don't work? Do you know that for a fact?
The way. Remember when somebody, I forget who it was, explained how the operation actually works? Yeah, it's not, dude. It's still a guy.
I think it's nice to treat her as she wants to be treated, as a woman. However, every cell in her body is a male.
I just think it's my favorite part.
That's actually wrong.
Uh-oh.
Wrong.
Okay, who's this?
This is Diane in New Jersey.
Yes, I'm
What was your original name, Diane?
How you guys doing? It's kind of ironic that the first time I actually finally get through, and after listening since I don't know the early '80s, it's to criticize.
Diane, Diane, were you born a woman?
No, I was not. But there's just it's really kind of ironic that so many Howard and you guys are also gay and lesbian friendly, and you seem to really know your stuff. But when it comes to trans people, you are completely clueless.
Well,
I mean,
how are we clueless?
First off, it's not a gay act. Okay, number one. Okay, I've been married to my husband. It's going to be 10 years now. He dated exclusively, women that were born women. All before that, and when we have sex, he puts his penis in my vagina. So I don't see how that could be seen as gay.
Well, I think Diane, Ronnie says that there's no way your parts can work.
Right.
Well,
your vagina used to be.
Ronnie doesn't have my parts. I have my parts, and they work.
But work how? In other words,
you don't feel it. I'm sorry. There's no way.
Yeah, I feel it. Believe me.
Yeah. Maybe you feel. Maybe you feel the pressure of it going in.
No.
There's no way you feel the same thing a girl feels. I'm sorry. It's impossible.
Know that?
Oh, please.
How is it impossible?
I've heard doctors talk about this stuff, dude. Come on now.
Hey, Diane. Diane.
Yeah.
How would you, in a short sentence, define a gay act?
Two men or two women doing something together.
So
sexually.
A lot of people would technically consider you biologically a man.
Right. In other words, Diane, if you were going to the Olympics, say, and it had to scrape your cells, would your cells come up as a woman or a man?
Well, chromosomally, they're male, but everything else is female. I mean, here's the thing. You're getting hung up on one thing. I mean, do you go around testing the chromosomes of every person that you've ever met?
Actually,
look, Diane, I'm not knocking you at all. I don't, whatever turns everybody on, it's fine with me. It doesn't bother me.
It's not even.
No, I'm not talking. I'm just trying to bring something out. Listen to your voice right now.
Yeah.
You do not sound like a woman. I'm sorry.
Well, that's because
I'm sorry.
you knew that before you. That's because.
Oh no! As soon as you got on the phone, I knew when he said hi. I knew you were a guy.
Diane, I got to go with Ronnie on this one. It says on the board. It says Diane from New Jersey. and it says Howard Stern supports gays but gets weird around transsexuals. So I thought we were talking to a woman. The reason I asked you, were you born a woman, was because I did hear it in your voice.
Here's the question: do you like popping pimples on your husband's back?
I'm sorry, John. I didn't.
That
What was the question?
It's okay. Go ahead. Say what you're going to say, Diane.
The reason is, of course, you had that specter raised in your mind. I can tell you honestly, I'm on the phone, normally all the time. Never, ever does anyone ever say sir or mister or anything like that. It just doesn't happen. And this is, I'm talking, it's been, I transitioned over a dozen years ago.
Well, Diane, why do you feel that Howard, you said, supports gays but doesn't support transgendered people?
Well, because he doesn't know. He gets really weirded out, and he uses the wrong terms. He doesn't understand the difference. You guys were just saying before, you don't even understand why tranny is offensive, or get an idiot like Ronnie there that thinks he knows how my parts work.
Hey, we're getting towards the show.
First of all, I don't know why you're calling me an idiot. I didn't insult you. I'm trying to talk to you in a nice way, and now you're calling me an idiot. Okay? We had what's her name? What's his name comes up here?
What's her name?
Our old friend, the one who got Siobhan. Okay? She came up here with her and showed us her thing. That's no way that thing is real. It smells. There's no way it works. Okay?
You're talking about
She's got to wash it out with a hose.
Have we ever done a contest where we have just the vagina and try to pick out the fake one?
No, but
Ronnie, you understand why Dan's offended. Basically, you're saying you said she has a fake. You said she has a fake hole. You don't see why she'd be offended by that? By calling it a fake hole?
Well,
because to her,
what do you, John? What do you call it? What do you call it? Do you think it's real? Do you think she feels anything? You're asking me. I'm asking you now. What do you feel?
Ronnie, I haven't gone through the experience of having that done to me. I don't know how it feels.
Well, what's your gut feeling?
Thank you, John.
I'm listening to when Siobhan talks about it, who had the same operation, basically said she really doesn't feel anything.
Well, and Siobhan had to keep a stent in it to keep it open. Remember?
John, gun to your head. Give me an answer.
Hey, Diane,
come on, John.
Diane, if I spray myself black, wear an afro, learn to dance, am I technically black then?
No, you're just Benji.
Oh my God! No, you're still Benji.
Diane, real quick, we only have 30 seconds. Go ahead, make your final point.
Well, the point is right there. What Ronnie was saying. Just like anything else, there are good doctors and there are bad doctors that do that kind of surgery. And Siobhan obviously is kind of a nutcase to start with. Most people, like me, I'm married. I, have kids that go to school. I do all the normal stuff. My neighbors don't know. My friends. It's just something that happened in my past.
Diane, can I ask you a quick question before we end?
Sure.
You say you have kids, okay?
Yes.
Did you give birth to these kids?
No.
Okay.
The defense rests, Your Honor.
Diane, thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
What if she had, Ronnie?
Checkmate, Ronnie.
Then I say it works. Then I'll say it works.
Hey, it's 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗍, Baba Booey. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, we talked about the bad day that I was having, how Howard yelled at me, how I yelled back at him, how Howard was mad at me for going to the Springsteen show, how DePace agreed that I shouldn't have gone to the show, and all the crap that went on the show that day. Here's how it went.
Gary, you were, I don't know, today was your day. You and Howard were really at odds from the get-go, and I wonder, first of all, did you think you were being cantankerous at all, or do you think that Howard was all over you?
Well, I think it started this morning when we had the problem with the page, and then once that's, you can't argue with Howard on the air. He's always going to be right. I never get to present my side, so the audience thinks I'm stupid. Then you get a bunch of emails from you, you're a fucking moron, and all that other stuff. But when he said later on in the show, are you on edge? Listen, if you've ever had a fight with your wife and you haven't sort of rectified it, it's 2 hours later, you're still on edge.
So that carried over, the stuff that happened, because Howard can't see orange, that carried over until later in the show.
Yeah, and then, the whole, the whole condescending, the condescending attitude in general is probably what gets under my skin. But, Gary, it's almost like the way he was to me today was if I was a woman, oh, Gary, you must be on your period. You know what I mean? It was like that condescending.
Well, did you think it was that way from the Page stuff or later on with the tickets?
Later on. But even in the Page stuff, it got condescending. Gary, here's what I would do. Here's how you recognize colors. And here's what if you have a dog and this is what you do. And, you know, he starts talking to me like I'm in third grade.
So you had more of an issue with his tone than you did with what he was, the subject matter.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
And were you able to remedy the situation? Is the color...
We were able to identify the problem. Now getting it fixed is the next issue.
And is it insulting when he says to you, well, why don't you talk to Jeff Schick? Why don't you talk to someone else? Like, he was insinuating that you weren't exploring the problem. You were saying, yeah, it's a problem. We got to deal with it.
I don't know that Jeff Schick is available to me to do anything I want anytime I want. I could just as easily have called him and Howard said, what are you bothering him with that shit for? And I don't know that the people from Profit are going to talk to Jeff Schick because he doesn't work for Sirius, and that's who they have the contract with. So, yes, I had not thought of that.
And do you think it's questioning your professionalism on the air, even though it happens a lot?
It is. It's you know, it's sort of saying, you know, you're not that bright, but I keep you around anyway.
And then with the tickets later on, he was saying he knew the situation. He was just telling you what he wanted done. But at that point, you were just pissed off.
Well, no, I didn't know the situation at all. And the last words I heard were Steve said to me, this guy's already got tickets. So I said, you know, this guy's already got tickets. Howard's like, yeah, I got it. Calm down. But I was in working with, like, you know, I can't listen to every second of the show. I was in working with Scott on something that I wanted to get on the air right away. So by the time I walked back, I could not hear what had transpired.
And do you not want to go to Austin at this point?
No, I'm going to Austin. Of course I'm going to Austin.
I mean, you weren't the only one that Howard was taking issue with today. Scott DePace, during that whole Bill Maher thing, DePace, I don't know if he defended Rush Limbaugh, but I guess he did, and called Howard a hypocrite. And immediately Howard was all over you, Scott.
Here's the thing. Here's the difference I just want to say. He's questioning Scott DePace's politics and opinion.
Not his professionalism.
That's right. And that's where it gets under my skin.
Now, do you think Gary was a little too sensitive today with Howard, or do you think he had every right to go back at him?
Well, let's just say it definitely put Gary in a bad mood. So he was barking. He barked at me at one point. And
Gary Howard?
Gary barked at me at one point.
Yeah, get John Lieberman in here, too. You want to hear about barking?
What
fucking threw him out of my office.
Gary gets in trouble from Howard, and then he starts taking it out on everyone else.
That's not true. I was barking at you because I was having that stupid argument with you during the show.
Howard brought up the Rush Limbaugh thing. As I always do to Gary, my way to get something through to the show, I'll say something to Gary. If he likes it, he'll put it through to Howard. So I said to Gary, Howard's being a hypocrite. Gary and I started having a quick conversation about it. During that, Howard then said, Gary, what did Bill Maher say? So I stopped the conversation so that Gary could answer him. Gary then started back with me going, what, you're not going to talk to me? Blah, blah. And I said...
That's not what happened. We were having a conversation.
Yeah.
Howard asked me a question. Robin started to answer it.
No,
then
Robin started to answer it because you didn't answer.
No, I didn't. She answered before I could even open my mouth. Go back and listen to the tape. She answered it very quickly. But what happened was Scott and I were having a conversation, and somewhere in the middle, it got lost what we were discussing. I was discussing one thing. He was discussing another thing. And then I said, you know what? Maybe just don't talk to me on the box during the show.
Hey, Gary, I'm not saying it's right or wrong to fight back, but it did seem a little bit, you know, more to me like out of character for you to the level you got. Do you think, like, is there something else going on? Are you there's something?
There's absolutely nothing else going on. I mean, I think it started yesterday. I started taking some shit from him on the air, and then so I was probably a little bit. I could be on edge about that. You know, you come in the next day, you go, is it going to be more of the same? And it was more of the same.
When the Springsteen thing came up, that's when you got your back up a little bit. Because you're like, why can't I go to the show?
Right.
It seemed like that seemed to be the issue.
Nor was I the only one from this channel that went.
Who else went?
I'm not going to say. But I'm not the only one that went.
I wouldn't go.
I wouldn't go because I wouldn't get a ticket.
But you weren't invited. What if it were? I put it all in perspective. What if it was
Pink
Floyd, or Dave Matthews?
Honestly, I was surprised that you went.
Were you?
Just because I know how, you know, if I had went, it would be a little different.
But hold on.
But
if
you're Howard's right-hand man.
If Howard was so against the concert, then why did he give away tickets?
I don't know. I would guess that he's obliged to it, right?
He was not. He was not obliged.
Did it cross your mind at all?
It came up for a second. Someone else that went with me said, "Are we going to be looked at as turncoats for this?" And I said, "I don't think so, because Howard gave away tickets on the air. I think it's it's Howard's thing."
Scott, you think Gary was like personally insulting Howard because he went to the Springsteen show?
I think it was quite clear that Howard wanted nothing to do with that concert on the air.
Except he gave away the tickets
about it. Okay, I didn't see that part, and I would think that he would want anyone on his team to really not participate in that event. I thought that's quite obvious, but you say the ticket thing. I don't know. Maybe Howard just felt like why hold the audience in his gripe and let me give some tickets out. But
I mean, I didn't go to the Springs. I went to the Springsteen show not as a show of support for Sirius or as a fuck you to Howard. I went to go see my favorite artist in a way that I was never going to get a chance to see him again.
Did you give any of the Sirius execs like mean looks or anything?
No. You hardly saw anybody there. I mean, you saw a couple of executives, but it wasn't like you went in, you saw a couple people.
I'm not saying this at all to say you're a bad person, or I just think maybe you made the wrong call. But I don't. I mean, your allegiance is clearly with Howard.
I think that's pretty obvious.
But I think one question is, Gary, do you think Howard carried those feelings over from yesterday about you going to Springsteen to his criticism of you today?
I don't think that's the reason he got mad about the pages, but when he was breaking my balls, he managed to throw that in a couple times.
Jay in Boston, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Good.
Good. I just wanted to say that it's very clear over the radio that Howard is bullshit at Gary about going to the concert.
What do you mean?
I feel like Howard feels backstabbed by him.
And you think that's why all this stuff's coming up lately?
I definitely do. And, Gary, how many times have you seen Springsteen? 700? And you couldn't sit this one out?
I've seen him about 50 or 60 times, but if this was Madison Square Garden, I probably wouldn't have gone, but it was a way to see him that I've never seen him in my life. Probably never will again.
Luis in New Mexico, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hello.
Hey, Luis.
Hey, Gary, I'm a big fan, first-time caller. By chance, maybe you got into it with somebody on the staff? Because when Howard was busting your balls, it kind of seemed like somebody had control of that switchboard. Because after he started hollering at you, it went back to, I guess, was it orange? When it was white?
No. I know what you're saying. We identified an issue. Nobody was fucking with me. It is a problem. There's a bug in the system that we found.
Why don't you put a number on it? If that said 24, and you can say, Howard, it's number 24. It's so easy. Why have something that's
24
subjective?
isn't that easy to identify. When you get 50 numbers, it's as hard to find as it is in colors.
If you drop it in a slot and you know it's in slot 24.
But where's slot 24? There's 48 slots on a page. It's not that easy to find.
Well, it's like anything.
No, like an X and a Y.
There's 18,000 ways to do it, but if there were one row that had 10 and then the next 10, I think Howard can put 2 and 2 together. And it just seems like it's not subjective. A number is not subjective like a color is.
But that wasn't the issue today.
That's right.
Yeah, it was. It was about a color.
No,
they were going back and forth.
It had nothing to do with how complex the system was or not. JD actually pointed out the glitch, which surprised me and got Gary snapped at me a little bit when I was asking Gary, what is your reaction to the fact that JD identified the glitch, not the Prophet people? And that was the first time Gary snapped at me.
I thought it was a dumbass question.
The reason why...
and I'll tell you why, because the Prophet people weren't here. How could... In other words, hold on a second, John. Anybody that could have worked on it hadn't even been called yet. So...
what your response was... Anybody who knows the Prophet system would have been able to identify it, but you didn't. JD did.
No, I said that
said.
anybody who was working with the system that knows how to look for that stuff hadn't looked at it yet. So I don't know what the big surprise was. Yeah, cool. JD found it. He figured it out.
That's all I was asking.
But you were making it sound like, am I shocked that JD found it when a guy that works at the Prophet system couldn't find it? That's how I took it. I thought it was a dumb question.
As a reporter, They had just gotten into it. Then there was a break. So I asked Gary the question. I said, Gary, what do you expect from Howard during this break? And he goes, fuck you. Get out of my face. I've been doing this 30 years. I worked during the break.
I didn't say I've been doing this 30 years. I did. I was pissed at him. I was just plain annoyed that he was following me at that point.
Were you surprised Gary reacted this way to you?
I was surprised at the fuck you. It was a legitimate question, and I thought Gary thought it wasn't. It's a legitimate question.
No, it is a legitimate question. I was just pissed
going in, what do you expect? And so, but look, Gary's always been very forthcoming with the news team. And secondly, he was getting it from all sides today. You had cameras in your face, microphones, all that.
Here's what I will say to you, John. I still hold fast that the first question was a dumbass question, and the second question was a legitimate question, and I was pissed, and I apologize.
Okay. Well, I disagree because you keep saying we found the glitch. JD found the glitch. Right?
Well, we are staff, sure.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant we, including yourself.
No, we here at the show.
Okay.
I didn't find anything.
Okay.
All right. I want to move on.
Nor did I ever insinuate that.
Okay.
Thanks, John.
Thanks.
Who came in? John looks dissatisfied with that answer, by the way. Why are you shaking your head, John?
No, what? I think it's a little disingenuous. Gary said a few times, we found the glitch, and I just wanted to pinpoint it because I think a lot of people back there were surprised. JD found the glitch. Scott, the engineer, then relayed that message to Gary. That's all I was saying.
Are you saying like I was taking credit for it?
You insinuated that you helped find the glitch. I think. Maybe I heard wrong, but that's what I thought. Did anybody else hear that? Or I'm not picking a fight.
No, I know. I just think I think you're